Welcome to Scurvy Seas. How is everybody doing today?
Wonderful. How how are you, Mav?
I'm scrumtrolescent. How are you?
I thought you were saying you're gonna be spunking.
What about you? What about you, Kaylee? What kind of word are you gonna come up with on the spot?
I am man.
I am man.
I can never take credit for the things I say. I didn't make up that word. It's from a Will Ferrell bit in Saturday Night Live. I don't know if anybody remembers inside the actor studio. James Lipton inside the actor studio. He was a very kind of pompous about movies guy. And yeah, Will Ferrell had this. I am so excited. No. I am riveted. No. Love this so much. There is no word to describe how I actually feel. So I am forced to make one up. Scrumtrolescent. I am feeling scrumtrolescent. It's just a fun word to say.
It is.
I just can't take credit, though.
I thought you were gonna say spunk.
Spunk is
It's not a real word. I like how Mr. Zaref's like, nice big word. Someone get it. It's not. It's a fake word. It's just one of those words that sounds like a real word, which I love.
It's very nice.
So how are you, chat? How are you doing?
You guys gonna make up a word, chat?
Make up words, chat.
Yeah.
Oh God,
we'll
we're
read
gonna
them
get.
for you.
Yeah, we'll read them.
I think I'm drinking expired milk.
Oh dear, is it a little tart?
No, it tastes fine. I just used a little chocolate milk that was in the back of my fridge to round off the coffee, you know, because hot day. I have some coffee in a pitcher. Got some nice cold coffee, so I just poured a little chocolate milk in there. The flavor should mix nice. It's almost like using a creamer or something. After looking at it afterwards, I was like, wait a second, the date on this milk is totally expired. Sniff the chocolate milk. I think it's off. But it was never really good chocolate milk to begin with, so this might just be how it smells. And it was unopened. Can't really tell in the coffee, but we'll see.
Human, you can't just steal from Mary Poppins and claim it as your own word you just made up. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Have Divine coming in with an also existing word.
It's from like a 50-year-old movie.
Mono ultra mega.
Someone's gonna say the fear of large words.
I forget what that one
The
is.
hippopotamontrosis. I don't remember, but oh God.
Can't even say that word.
Jack, can we accept that I just nailed that word? I'm happy.
You did.
Like usually I stumble, but they do this to me a lot, so it's not like I did that spontaneously. I've had practice.
Isn't a lot of people's go-to like big word anti-disestablishmentarianism or something like that?
That's another big one.
Can you say but Dialogue, can you say that in a Scottish accent?
No.
No.
We're just gonna go with no.
Don't forget to roll your eyes.
The new monomicroscopic volcanicodiosis. Skipping half the way. Oh, no. It's not even a lot of very Scottish letters in it.
No, it's not. You have to say it with that purpose.
Also, I see Pixel Cowboy in chat.
Oh, boy.
And Pixel Cowboy, I just want to say, right before the stream started, Xylo told me a piece of information. Recently, Xylo sent me a folder of tons of pictures of his face. And he apparently also sent the same folder to Pixel Cowboy. And I just want to say, God help us all.
I have given our
Mostly
greatest
Xylo.
champion a literal arsenal of weaponry.
Yup.
What have you done,
We're
Xylo?
doomed.
What have you done?
80 photos, yeah. Yeah, I asked Xylo, I'm like, oh, I need a quick picture of it because I've been doing some videos for JP and I was going to make a thumbnail. And I was like, I need a picture of you for the thumbnail. And Xylo proceeds to send me a zipped up folder of 80 pictures of him. Basically like, take your pick. Here you go. Already had it ready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. 80? 80?
That
No,
makes sense,
no
though. It's
sane
just
man
like,
has that
A
many
lot of them
pictures
are
of
like
himself.
similar. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
a YouTuber thing. You take your thumbnail pictures, you know?
Sure, the YouTuber thing's a very convenient cover-up.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Pixel Cowboy, a funny thing happened last night. That one cheeseburger, whoever a lot of people know from my channel, he's there a lot. He's here a lot often. He's one of the mods in our Dyson Fire channel, and he runs games for us and stuff. He sent me a cursed image that Pixel Cowboy made of me last night.
Lovely.
And when he sent it to me, he's just like, it was Crow's fault. And instantly at the same time he's sending it to me, I'm getting a message from Crow like, don't listen to Cheeseburger, he's a liar. It was his idea. And I'm like, and I decided to have fun, and I'm just taking screenshots of both of their messages and sending them to the other person just to be like, well, this is what Cheeseburger said. Oh, and this is what Crow said. I'm like, because I know at this point they're in a
Do
call.
these pictures happen
So I'm
to
like,
be
I'm gonna
in...
pin them against each other.
Do these pictures happen to be in the Dyson Fire Discord?
No. It was
Maybe they should be, and you guys can go check them out by joining the Discord.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Smooth transition. Yo, that was a pro content creator move right
Let's
there.
go.
And he doesn't even have a zipped folder of 80 thumbnail faces.
I don't. Maybe I do.
True, we really don't know.
Do you want to supplement me, Xylo?
Look, man, I mean, if you have some thumbnail pictures laying around, send them over.
Mm-hmm.
Can do.
That's what we gotta do for the next campaign. I mean, I kind of wanted to do it at the beginning of this campaign. Just get people to dress up like pirates and send pictures of themselves to me so I can use them in thumbnails.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
fun.
How rude. We've been streaming for a while now. We've been talking for a while. And Kayla, how you doing? Oh.
Darn it, Mev, I was about to make that joke about a minute ago.
Oh, really? You're just waiting for the moment. I just butted in there and took it.
Oh no! Typical
I had that
Mev.
joke on standby already. Come on.
Sorry.
Kayla,
Come on, getting nudged out of the way.
Say something, Kayla.
Jeez, it's like talking
Well-
to a gator.
This is awkward. I mean, if you look at the pic, she looks fine in her camera. She looks happy.
Looks happy.
She keeps
right?
giving me this eye, and I'm like, can you not?
She looks really happy.
Can you not?
Oh man, this is awkward, chat. I guess Kayla just doesn't want to talk to you guys. We tried.
You know what? Just to spite her, I'm not even gonna go to the ship perspective today. We left off on a note. We're not even gonna go to the ship. She's just gonna have to sit there and not get to roleplay today.
No.
Wow.
Got her.
You showed her.
I'd say the punishment fits the crime.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In all fairness, couldn't have picked a better episode break for, to stay quiet on us like this. So she could totally just play it off. It's like, yeah, they're doing stuff.
They're repairing the ship and coming back for another gun run.
Oh, they're probably up to something.
Yeah, something.
Yes.
Get a Kayla soundboard. Yeah, that would solve it.
That would be kind of great.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
seen streamers that do that. They have like soundboards of their friends, and like their friend will like go to the bathroom in their stream, and he's just like they're like responding for him.
Like, what would my soundboard have on it?
Oh my god.
That's hard to pick like the best.
Wait.
for the
If it
soundboard.
was a soundboard of you, wouldn't it be a phony Xylophoney?
Yes.
Oh.
That's not the only one with buttons anymore. Oh no!
What the heck?
We're having a soundboard fight.
Soundboard fight. Those are chaotic.
Oh no.
It's fun. I
All
love
right.
soundboards. It's so fun.
They are pretty funny.
Oh god.
Yeah, of course I'd have. Everything is gonna be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I love that I have a catchphrase. It's great.
Fine.
Like I say in real life too. Like I'm everywhere with this line, and I love it. It's so applicable.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know everything's always gonna be fine.
You
Yeah.
know.
I just want a shirt with just Xylo's face on it, saying everything's gonna be just
I've
fine.
thought about that many times, but I haven't really gotten the concept perfect for it.
I feel like
So I
just
can
to
put the
give
text on there, but that's a little boring. You
I
know.
thought if I got that far in the.
I feel like for context, if there's any sort
It's
of
like
character or person on the
No.
t-shirt, they need to be like sweating and have that look on their face, like.
I just imagine a Porky the Pig. That's all, folks. But it's Xylo's face there. Everything's gonna be just fine.
It's decent. I do like the just fine emote. Anyone who subbed to the channel can use it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. But I suppose instead of doing another podcast episode, we should probably play some D&D at some point.
Yar.
Alrighty. Well then.
Wait, hold on. Let me get into character real quick.
Yeah.
Where's the booty? I smell booty. Okay,
That's
good.
your own booty. You're sweaty.
Oh, true.
Burden.
Fair.
Hog. Brave.
Previously on the Scurvy Seas, our crew set out to find a key, a third and final key, to unlock a treasure which is probably worth a lot. They don't specifically know. There's a lot of treasure outside this treasure, so it makes sense. But as they were going towards it, they, were told that it was in a Navy fort, the British Royal Navy. So, their plan, to go and get it. First, they sent in their bird, flying around into the castle while wearing a ring of invisibility, sneaking through and messing with lots of people the whole way through. And meanwhile, 2 of the crew got on a rowboat and started to move in towards the shore. Unfortunately, our local Birb was captured after finding the key, nearly escaping, like rolling the only number they could roll to get knocked out. They unfortunately were taken prisoner. Meanwhile, our other 2 crewmates made their way towards the gate, managed to get themselves in under the pretense that they were soldiers waiting to be recruited. And that seems to be where they left off. And that is where we'll pick things up today. As Wiley, you see a British Navy soldier coat sitting on a bunk bed right in front of you.
I go up and I pat Wiley on the back. And I just, Wiley, I know you hate them.
How far are we
The colors,
falling,
that is,
Captain?
doesn't fit your profile.
Right. How long do we have to keep up these stupid accents?
Till we find her.
True. Okay. It's just, do you think mine's convincing? Do you think they're buying it?
Yeah.
I guess
Totally.
I guess we'd also be locked up if they didn't buy it.
Mm-hmm. You're very astute, Wiley. Very astute.
So, but where do we,
You know what the sad part about this is, Wiley? The saddest part of all?
What's that?
These British uniforms don't have enough spaces for me to put my knives! We're gonna have to, wear them, they don't have the coats with the pockets, they just have, the regular coats, and it's just...
I'd say now the roles have quickly reversed, and Wiley is patting Edward on the back, like, it's okay, Captain, it's okay.
What am I gonna do? Some of these knives I don't have scabbards for, so I don't have, a spot to put them, in the coat, so I'm gonna have less than usual knives.
What, I mean, you do have a foot locker, so it's not like you got to throw them away. Just bring the most important ones with you.
They're all important, Wiley. All of them. I treat them equally. They're all my sons and daughters
they're all
and children.
your children. Yeah. Okay, I got. All right, equal children. Right.
I am haunted by the ones that never came back, Wiley.
Right.
I don't want to leave these two.
Anyway,
so you're going to carry half of them.
Me?
Yes.
On the surface, my initial instinct is to get annoyed about that, but you would trust me with your daggers, Captain? That's kind of nice, actually. Oh, fine.
As long as you use your dagger, not my dagger.
Oh, of course, yes. I would never use another man's dagger. They say that.
I said that.
Yes, actually, you've said that many times. It was you, right?
And then I proceeded to use other people's daggers as my own. So it applies to everyone but me, because once I use the dagger, it's mine.
That's fair. That is certainly fair. Okay. How many daggers do you need me to carry?
7.
Oh, that's a lucky number. Okay. Sure. And Wiley, I guess after begrudgingly putting on his Navy uniform, starts trying to hide daggers the best he can throughout his person.
Don't forget to put one inside the sock. That's my favorite one. Favorite spot to put it.
It's so uncomfortable, though. How do you even walk?
You're supposed to enjoy walking?
But I never really thought about it that way. I suppose not. I just...
Listen, Wiley. Existence is survival. It's survival of the fittest. And the fittest are armed to the teeth. You know what I mean?
With daggers.
With daggers.
Yes, with daggers.
I am the fittest, yes.
Right. Okay.
Wiley, can you give me a sleight of hand check to see how snugly you put away these daggers?
I knew that was coming.
Don't accidentally shank yourself.
Fantastic. It's very uncomfortable.
Okay, so what is the first step now? Now that we have that sorted, how do we first? I guess we have to find Birb first.
And I bend down and I pick up the satchel that I could have actually put all my daggers in. And be like, oh, well, this is nice. And I just put it on as well.
Wiley doesn't even make the connection. He's only like trying to brainstorm ideas of what to do. Ooh. I got an idea, Captain. It's a little risky, but it...
Don't call me Captain.
Nobody's around, I don't think. Should I make a check?
Hear a knock on the door.
Do we actually hear a knock on the door? Hello, who is it?
Is everything going okay in there?
Yes, we're just not quite used to the very tightness of this uniform, sir.
Yes, so just
getting ready. I'm in me bloomers, so don't come in, please.
Would you like us to bring you another size?
No, actually, I think this is perfect. Unless you have something smaller, which I don't think you do, because
You said
quite
it was
small.
too tight.
Do you have any that are a little less itchy? All this...
Of course not.
Right. I was just wondering. One more question. After we get settled here and into our new uniform, so is there any way, perhaps somebody could take us around and get us a little more familiar with the
fort? I'm here to give you
fort?
the local tour. But we'll continue this conversation in a few moments. I would rather not speak to you while you're in your undergarments.
Thank you.
We do appreciate it. We'll be right out.
finish getting
Okay,
my
yeah,
code.
that's actually what I was thinking. Maybe we ask them for a tour, so we can see where maybe the jail cells are and find out where Birb is.
That's quick thinking, one. Quick thinking. I'm sorry, William.
Wiley's fine. William is weird.
I don't.
Oh,
I
right.
call you
right.
William
Oh,
out
well,
there.
what are you? Who are you again? I forgot our fake names. I'm William, and you're
Just call me Edgar.
Edgar. Right. I actually came up with that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say we finish getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
And unless Edward has anything else to say,
Absolutely not.
I suppose we step out in our new Navy uniforms.
Oh God.
Yeah, you step outside. Edward, you're or Edgar. It's a little large, you know. The
Yes, a bit-
sleeves are running a little far, but you know, better to hide daggers, I suppose.
Mm.
And yeah, you see what seems to be another soldier in front of you.
Salute.
I salute with the opposite hand as Devin.
Oh yeah, I also salute with the opposite hand because that's what he did.
We both salute
Very
with the wrong
terrible
hand.
salute.
I'm certainly going to need to teach you each how to salute properly. Is this your
dude,
first
wait, this is-
time working with the Navy?
In any military, sir.
Oh,
It's quite
yeah.
clear.
Yes, it's a little overwhelming. A lot to learn, but I think we're slowly picking it up, sir.
Of course. I will be looking after you. I've been told to keep a special eye on all of you.
Can we get your name, sir?
You can call me Captain Leonard.
Yes, sir, Captain Leonard, sir.
Yes, Captain Leonard, sir.
It's a wonderful accent you have. Where are you from?
From Suffolk.
I was talking to him.
Oh, I'm from Suffolk. I'm
me?
sorry.
This accent is a little, it's specific to a certain neighborhood.
He's self-conscious
in London.
about it.
I'm from London.
Ah, very well. I have a cousin who lives there. Surprised he hasn't picked up quite the same accent.
Oh, it's my accent is very specific to a particular neighborhood. Actually.
Yeah, well, and plus, I guess it differs on parents growing up because they might not be
Of
from
course.
London, so, but I digress. Nothing. Of course.
I can't handle the fact that London exists in this world.
I'm just thinking like a Wiley would just think of the first British city that he could think
Come on,
of.
what's a British city? What's a British city? I can't think of London.
Exactly. London, perfect.
I thought of Suffolk for some reason, or Norfolk.
I don't know if this is Mev or Wiley, but I guess we'll say it's Wiley now. He also had the wherewithal to know, like, okay, everyone from London probably doesn't sound like this, so I need to, like, oh, it's a specific neighborhood in London.
Well,
Yes, sir.
I suppose, first things first, we can go to the mess hall and have our tea. Then after that,
tea.
we can get you both equipped with a proper weapon.
Wonderful to hear, sir.
Sounds great.
Let us be on our way then. And yeah, he leads you into the main building of the fort. Meanwhile, you're a prisoner in a dungeon, Birb.
I'm like a bird in a cage.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Bird's just kind of annoyed, but she's not really showing any emotion on her face, so she's kind of just sitting there. Just kind of like staring off into space. Like, I wonder what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, you got piles of straw that they expect you to sleep on. You got a chain around your ankle.
Surprisingly okay,
this
actually.
This is pretty, like, good. Honestly, this is pretty nice. Some hay? Like, that's better than my usual stack, you know? I live on a bunch of twigs, you know?
Probably no shinies, though.
Yeah, this is probably no shiny. That makes me a little bit sad.
Just dull iron bars in front of you.
But the hay's pretty nice, so she's a little bit content on that. She's like, this isn't as bad as it could be.
It's probably safe to say that you can actually get to sleep easier than most people there.
I'm used to this. I start like slowly turning the straw into like a nest-like form. I'm like, I need something to pass the time.
Oh, has Birb like pushed everything into like a nice nest?
Yeah, Birb's making a nest. She's like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be staying here. Might as well start getting comfortable.
You're on like 1 HP. How are you feeling?
I am on 1 HP. Wait, I can still talk though, can't I?
Yes, you are conscious.
I can still do spells.
I do have a question about Birb.
Probably not going to though.
Is Birb holding any resentment right now?
To who?
For her stupid friend sending her in to do this.
She thinks about it and she's like, well, I got farther than they probably could have, so... She's like, if they don't come to save me and I die, I'm going to haunt the crap out of them, but at the same time, she's like, if they don't come back for me, I mean, at least I didn't have a terrible life, I think.
Oh, God. That's a great way to think about it.
I didn't have a terrible life. I had an above average.
We had adventures.
Shinies.
We had adventures.
I didn't die so quickly in my life. You know, I got some good old shinies. I made some bird friends.
A lot of sea attacks.
I just hope that Parrot. I just hope that they take good care of Parrot.
God.
Yeah, so...
Birb left everything in her will for Parrot.
Oh.
Nobody else.
Spoiler. Wiley is not going to take good care of Parrot.
Parrot, no!
It's nothing personal. It's just not Wiley's style to take care of anything. So, let alone himself. Like he doesn't.
Let alone himself, yeah.
Let alone Prosciutto. What about Prosciutto?
Oh, except Prosciutto. He brushes Prosciutto. He makes sure he's fed.
Oh, no. But yes, Birb. You hear the jingling of some keys in the distance. As if you peek out and look down the hallway filled with different cells, you see the front one open and then shut again, just by itself.
That's weird.
And you hear heavy footprints stepping down the hallway, stepping in your direction.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna sit down and, you know, hope that they leave me alone, because I hate social conversation. As
the footprints get louder, and it sounds like they're right outside of your cell, they stop.
Birb's like sitting against the wall, trying to like avoid, like looking down, so she like avoids eye contact.
Then you hear a voice. This is quite the magnificent artifact you have here.
Birb looks up. What is he talking about?
I don't know, but you don't see him. He takes the ring off and just looks at it.
Birb looks at him with she doesn't show emotion, but like inside she's like, oh, they're gonna kill me for losing that ring. She's like, oh well, you know, it wasn't my ring, so it's not my bot, you know, their fault for giving it to me in the first place. Oh well.
I suppose this is how you got so far in here.
Birb doesn't give him a response.
Well, not the talkative type, I see. That is not going to go very well for you.
Birb gives him a
Or the theme.
like a raised eyebrow, like what are you gonna do about it? Like that kind of face, like
I suppose we could do this the easy way or the hard way. You seem to be insistent upon the hard way.
he's not really asking me questions. I don't really feel the need to respond.
We could start easy.
Birb doesn't even talk to the people she's comfortable, quote unquote, around.
Yeah, I know exactly how this is gonna go.
She doesn't even talk to like. So what is he?
She
It's not
likes
gonna go
Edward
well.
and barely talks to him.
It's not gonna go well.
We could start simple. Like where you got this.
She gives him like a little shrug, like a.
We could go further. How did you get here?
She gives another shrug.
Does your crew intend on coming back?
She pretends to like look up like with a wondering little thing, like she's like thinking about it, pretending she's thinking about it. She gives another shrug.
I'm just gonna roll an insight check on him just for fun. She's trying to read something from you.
He's trying to read anything.
Okay. I think he's pretty much getting what you're giving to him, so.
Like I'm sassing him without even sassing him.
Yep. This will go much easier if you speak.
She's just giving him a blank look.
Literate.
You can always get the information out of the others from your crew.
She gives him like a little head tilt.
You're not the only one we captured. Seems there were others who tried to rescue you.
She kind of looks at him, kind of like she thinks he's kind of like bull crapping her.
If you want to roll insight, feel free.
Yeah, I want to roll an insight. I'm like, that doesn't sound like my crew to come after me.
My crew aren't supportive.
My crew doesn't love me.
My crew doesn't like me.
Ooh.
I feel like they would not want to come after me this chance they get.
Yeah, you think he doesn't necessarily, he has some sort of agenda here for sure by saying that.
Do I think he's
He may
bullcrapping
be
me?
bluffing.
He very well might be.
Birb like looks at him blankly for a second and then gives him a small shrug. Like she doesn't care.
That's what Exo Cowboy meant by obliterate. Oh.
So the way I see it, you don't intend on giving any information about your crew. Or why you are here.
She doesn't give any response. She once again just stares blankly at him.
Could it possibly be for these? And he pulls out the baby pictures. Did somebody send you to collect these?
Birb stares at him very intensely. And like, just to be funny, she like reaches out her hand towards the pictures.
Now
like,
we
she
seem
makes,
to
like-
be getting somewhere.
She's trying. She's like making fun of this man. She's like
Oh,
purposely being just very like. She's just doing that.
Did the Commodore send you?
Birb gives him a shrug.
Perhaps the governor.
Gives him another shrug.
Perhaps you were here looking for this. And he pulls out the key.
Birb gives him a shrug. She's not giving this man any information
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I suppose we'll have to do this the hard way.
She kind of glares at him a little bit.
Let's see. What was in your inventory? Let's have some fun with
I had a stick.
I already got plans for the stick.
Oh no. No, not my stick!
Look, the way I see it, the lucky
what
parrot
did I
wasn't
have?
with you.
What did I have in mind?
Oh.
No, yeah, Parrot was not with me.
Oh.
Parrot's,
I would have had
Parrot's
some
very-
ammunition.
No! Well, thank God I didn't take. Parrot would not have gone with me. Not ever. What do I have on me? I had a
Yeah, not a lot.
my staff. I had a sling.
Mm-hmm.
I had some rations.
Yeah.
Rope. I did not have anything of like value
Mhm.
on me.
Makes sense. Would you have kept shiny coins or anything on you?
Maybe a few.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be like every once in a while, I'd probably like look through my coat and just to see the shiny, get a little bit happier.
Comfort coins.
My comfort coins. The only thing that I had on me that Birb relatively cares about is the staff.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he
Which-
takes a bag of coins, just pours it on the ground. There's probably a shiny rock in there as well. You don't seem to have very much, do you?
Birb's like looking at the shinies with like such an intense stare. She's just so intensely staring at the shiny. This is the most shiny thing she's seen in a while.
Well, I suppose I'll be back soon. You think about giving some answers. And I suppose you'll have to change into this. He gives you like a drab prisoner outfit.
Birb like looks at it and she ignores it completely. She's like, I'm not changing into this. You have to come in here and make me.
Oh, I saw that glint.
Well, Birb bites, so if they try, she's not gonna make it easy for them.
Alright. He throws that on the ground, gives you a nod, and walks away.
Do I have any like injuries that aren't like that are like just sticking out to me?
Probably. Think you
You
definitely
get shot multiple
I
times.
mean, I have like shot wounds, and they probably haven't bandaged that up, right? I imagine.
I think they're like, bandaged up, but that's like probably the maximum. Everything's just been padded and wrapped at this point. If they're just to keep you
Minimum
from dying.
bleed.
All right. Well, Birb.
Certainly no effort
Birb
to
doesn't
really heal
bleed.
you has been made.
Yeah.
And for sake of
Yeah,
spell
Birb's
slots and stuff, you
gonna-
did not get a long rest in this cell.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. Still don't have. I know I still have at least a couple of my heals at most, but not enough to like heal me like all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could probably get away with like one heal, but that's probably the most I could probably get. I guess is there like anywhere I can like chuck the the outfit? Is there like a little? Do I have a little window cell that I can
You do
just
not have a
throw?
little window.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Do,
But
are the coins still on the floor from where he dropped them?
yes, they are. He stepped on
I'm
them on his
gonna
way out.
I'm gonna try and grab him. I've got long arms.
You do have long arms.
I'm gonna use my long arms.
Give
to
me an
get them
acrobatics
coins.
check to reach out and grab through the bars.
I just want shinies. Acrobatic. I'm not very acrobatic.
Yeah, they seem to be out of reach. The angle is awkward.
Damn. My shinies.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like find anything that is like sturdy enough for me to like maybe at least grab one? Just so I can hold it for comfort.
You have straw. You have a new set of clothes. You have a bucket.
There's a bucket.
You have a bucket. Your very own bucket.
Is there anything in the bucket just in case?
Roll me a d20.
Oh no. There's a bucket. I could have some fun with that.
No. Clean bucket.
There's nothing in the bucket?
A little smelly.
Clean
but-
bucket? Alright. I grab... Oh, no, I wouldn't be able to fit through the bars.
Man, if you would have rolled a 1 there, that would have been great.
I'm kind of
What would have been in the bucket?
What would have been in the bucket?
Wait, does the number affect the contents of the bucket?
Would there have been other people's wastes in the bucket?
Big time.
Spit
Aw,
bucket.
that would have been so good! I could have thrown it at the guy!
I was already sketched out as to why it smelled a little, so I was like, in my head, I'm like what?
I mean, I said you get your own private bucket. I didn't say it was new.
That's true.
You don't have to share it with someone currently. It's like getting a
Maybe after they
refurbished
die.
phone.
To be fair, Birb's already pretty dirty. she doesn't have like clean hair. She's not the cleanest person. You know, doesn't regularly take a shower or bath.
I mean, pirates don't.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah. So it's like honestly, you wouldn't really expect.
We have
anything
fleas.
different. Yeah, you wouldn't really expect anything different from her.
Especially because of dagger.
There's nothing I can do to grab at least. Is there like, there's not anything solid enough? Is there like at least a stick, maybe?
I mean, there's
Your straw.
sort of. Yeah, I mean,
Is there like any solid looking straw?
if you clump a bunch of it together, you might have like a good 1.5 foot of tool to use.
Alright, she's gonna try and do that just to get one coin. Just one, so she can hold on to it. Just hold it. Comfort.
All right, what kind of roll should we do to make a straw tool?
Survival?
Yeah. Make a survival roll,
Yeah, survival.
which you're probably good at, to be fair. So.
Yeah, about a 3 in that. It's not good though.
Yeah, just every time you you put something together, every time you push down to grab the coin, the straw bends and you got nothing to work with.
I'm just so desperate for that coin that it's just annoying me at this point. Is there anything in the room that strikes my interest? Any possible way I could maybe attempt an escape? Any loose bars? I kind of like tug on the bars to see if there's anything loose. I just want them shinies.
Give me a strength check on the prison cell bars.
Just to see if there's anything loose. Oh, that's a save.
Yeah, there's seems to be pretty solid.
Some strong bars. This is some solid bars.
They're not like fantastically made. Actually, you know, you cut your finger on one of the jagged edges where the weld came together.
I'm gonna get tetanus.
Very possibly.
Oh, well, if that's the case, Birb mumbles a few words, just in case. And I'm gonna get myself some healing, just a little bit, just so I'm not practically dying if someone pokes me too hard.
You have gunshot wounds and you're afraid of tetanus.
Yeah, I'm afraid of tetanus. I'm a pirate.
Listen, tetanus is no joke.
Tetanus is no joke at all. Alright, well, I got myself some 5, so at least if somebody pokes me, I'm not gonna fall over and I'm not gonna die from tetanus. All I'm worried about.
Fantastic. Roll
Birb's got
1d6
her
tetanus
priorities
damage.
straight. Birb's got her priorities straight, alright? She's not about to go get herself murdered from tetanus after going through all this, alright? She's not having any of it.
Not a good way to
So
go out.
after, giving up after maybe a few minutes, she kind of just gives up and sits back at the edge of the back at the wall, and she goes back to staring very, very intensely at the coins and the very shiny rock. Very upset that she can't grab the shinies. At least she can look at them.
Look, but can't touch.
Can look, but no touch.
Yep. And that is about all you can do in there.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Mev, you got a cup of tea in front of you. And a scone.
I'm just... Edgar is just watching Wiley at this point. William at this point.
It's just like...
Just starts slowly nodding.
What is it?
Is there something wrong with your tea, sir?
No, it's delicious. It was just a little hot.
We'll be sure to do something about that next time. Have you
I
tried the
just-
marmalade?
See,
I just look over at him. It's like, he has not yet, sir. He has not.
You must. It's quite exquisite.
who's marmalade?
Made from fruit. It's a fruit jam, if you will. He looks over. Pinky up.
Wiley is so confused in his head. He's just like, what is Edward doing with his pinky? What is going? Is this a cult?
You look around the room. There's like cafeteria benches going down at tables and all that, and there's like 6 other groups of like 4 guys just doing the same thing.
Pinky up. It's like, Edward has no idea what it is he's doing, but he's doing it because everyone else is doing it.
And Wiley's just looking around terrified.
He's not formally
No-
trained in this at all.
Zero idea what's going on.
Wiley is so out of his element.
Do you have any rum I could put in it, perhaps?
Rum. Why would we have
It's a
rum
standard
with
at
tea?
taverns. It's a standard at taverns.
This is
so
no
on
tavern.
our way.
This is a place
Yes.
of work.
Yes, my friend has acquired a taste for an alcoholic beverage.
Of course,
Wait.
if we were to go, to sea as one of the sailors, then you would get your, daily allowance of grog.
Mhm.
Simply to fend off any diseases that might happen. But of course, a highly diluted version.
Yes, sir.
Just enough to keep
Wait.
it safe.
So you're saying you guys don't have any rum here at the fort?
Well, I suppose we have some rum, but
Probably from the
it's not
shipping.
purely for drinking.
Yes,
We just take it, mix it with some citrus, and water it down until it's at a good palatable level.
my eyes just I get my eyebrows just like just look over at Wiley. I'm like,
And Wiley is looking directly at Edward because he knows Edward is probably the only person in this room who could possibly understand the pain that Wiley is in right now. So he's looking at Edward and he's really angry, but I feel like Edward would pick up on the fact that he's not angry at
Wiley-
Edward. He's just like,
Wiley would feel
Watered down rum.
Wiley would feel the slight pressing of an invisible finger on his lips. Just yes sir, understood. And it just like slowly depresses off of his lips, just floats back.
Wiley. What's funny is when somebody who doesn't drink hard alcohol drinks hard alcohol, and they kind of like twinge a little bit sometimes if it has.
And does the opposite.
This man takes a sip of
Wiley
tea.
with tea. Yeah, pretty much. Wiley's just like. Delicious, but delicious. He didn't do his better.
Well, I suppose now that we're done here, we can.
Yes, sir.
What? Yes. Do you happen to have a question?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not trained in the protocol. I keep getting super nervous when we say things.
You can speak freely. We are at the mess hall.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Leonard. What's next on our tour, sir?
Well, we must get you properly equipped with some fine British weaponry.
Oh,
Get each of you a rifle,
wonderful.
and then with the rifle,
Probably. You can probably see on like
you'll be looking
It
like a
really-
real soldier.
you can probably see like equipped at either hip is 2 daggers. So he sees like over equipped in the dagger field already. Is like he has no idea once he opens that go. Yes, sir. Would enjoy that.
And of course, it would be suggested for you to leave your personal effects back at the bunkhouse.
Personal effects.
Yes, I did notice that your friend here had a flintlock, and you seem to have weaponry of your own.
Well, to get here, sir, you have to defend yourself
Of
somehow.
course, that is to
Oh
be
yes,
expected.
yeah. Oh, didn't even realize. You know, you sort of forget you have the thing after a while. It gets all used
Becomes an
to
extension of
carrying it.
yourself.
And your voice is just so magnificent. It's like it switched to something entirely different as we have for this conversation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, sir, with all due respect, we can't slip in. We kind of have to like adapt to our surroundings. You know how certain pirates don't like the accent.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes they attack us on sight.
Dirty, dirty pirates.
Yes, sir.
The word.
So sometimes we have to.
dirtiest.
Sometimes
And
we have
Wiley,
to
as
adapt
he says
to their.
dirtiest, he just kind of goes. When nobody's looking.
So sometimes, when feeling threatened, I kind of slip back into a big old rigmarole, just trying to be intimidating as a swashbuckling fake pirate.
Ah, well, you don't
I did
need
have-
to worry about that anymore.
They scare me, sir. They do.
With that uniform on you, you're one of the most intimidating ever.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Trust me, everyone in these seas sees that uniform and respects the authority. Those are the Queen's colors.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get you gentlemen properly equipped with a weapon.
Sounds good. And actually, as we're standing up to walk away, Wiley wants to see if anybody's looking at him. He wants to look around the room.
Make a perception check. Yeah, there's definitely some eyes keep turning towards you, but no
Okay.
one's like staring or anything.
No one's staring. Wiley wants to, like, very sort of try to inconspicuously put the cup under the table, pour the rest out onto the ground, put his cup down, and walk away.
Make a stealth check or sleight of hand. Your call.
Okay. I have the both same number.
Just
for
for
both.
I feel like this is out of character, like just like lore thing. I'm just wondering. He said this is the Queen's colors. What time period is this? Because didn't they have a king? I don't remember
boy.
what this.
I mean, it's a custom time period, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever,
Do
whichever.
whatever they want.
Yeah,
So we just learned in the lore at this point they have a queen.
there's a queen.
Mhm.
I don't know what the queen's name
This
is,
isn't a
which is the problem.
historically accurate show, if you haven't
I-
realized.
I don't know. I don't have a clue
It
what the
might even
queen's
be
name
like
is.
modern times where it's like the queen thing. It's in the royalty. It's more of a symbolic thing than actual power at this point. We don't know that.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, in this D&D world, London's actually in its steampunk phase. It just hasn't
Oh,
reached
really?
the Caribbean yet. Yeah.
Nice.
Do they have airships yet?
Yeah, but you know they blow up every now and then. So
Oh yeah. Oh, we don't want a Hindenburg. Yeah. Cool.
All right, I suppose we follow this man.
Yeah, you guys are walked outside. And,
Captain Leonard.
a big old rifle is planted in each of your hands.
Sir, this is
You
almost
actually-
as tall as I am.
Why, yes, of course.
We happen to have anything smaller, are they all this size?
Of course they are all that size. Need to be... the
good to
length
know.
of the barrel is important for accuracy. The bayonet at the end, in case enemies get in close.
I'll have you know, I'm actually a very accurate shot already. I never miss, so I don't know if I need this whole barrel.
While you are working here in this fort, you will have to use standard issue weaponry. We would not want one of our new recruits to have some sort of misfire.
Of course
This
not,
is
sir.
the latest in technology.
We gotta remember when we were
course.
at the witch's place and their guns kept. Their guns kept.
It's the latest, honestly.
Well, I remembered that and was going to make a funny moment out of it if it came up.
And I was most certainly just memeing on the fact that I think I miss most of my shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Wiley thinks he's great.
Honestly. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne
And
Grits.
like 95% of the ones you do.
Do we get a saber as well, sir?
You're not an officer?
Oh, I thought all soldiers came with sabers.
Well, some are given weapons, but the bayonet, the pointy end, that shall suffice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much. I can't help but notice it is very, very sharp.
Indeed. We could also issue you a knife, of course, but I can see your friend has...
Edward perks up at that. A knife?
well, your friend already seems to have at least 2 of them, from the look of things. Is that one poking through the bottom of your boot? Interesting. Well, regardless...
Well, William has yet to adapt my ways yet, so trying to teach him, you know. I'm more versed in that way, at least. Always have been.
Yes.
Always been a knife kid.
So, what made you decide to sign up?
It just felt a sense of duty.
Seemed like a good gig, actually.
I felt a sense of duty to Queen and Country, sir.
You know, it seemed like something that gave your life a purpose. You get a square meal, not to mention the camaraderie with your fellow man.
And at that, I just put my arm like I can't get up to his neck, so I'm just like I just pat him on the back. I'm like, just get close.
And
Camaraderie.
The Queen's honor, of course.
Oh yes, the camaraderie is very important. You know, I like to see everyone in this fort as quite the family, really. In due time, you'll be part of the family as well. Not to mention, it's a good, safe job here. Who's going to attack a fort?
Fools, sir. Fools.
That would be ridiculous.
Fortified cannons, everything. There's impenetrable.
Collect my wages, send plenty back home to my family.
How long has it been since? How long have you been deployed here, sir? How long has it been since you've been to the mainland?
It's been a year and a half.
Here.
Soon, I intend to visit my family. Start up a nice little place in the colonies. It'll be nice.
You have aspirations after the?
Oh, you
After
have
your
a
deployments,
family, do you, sir? What wife, kids, I imagine?
Of course, 3 little ones.
I bet they're proud of their paw.
Of course. As you see, Leonard Jr., he likes to run around with the little wooden sword.
Oh, that's so cute,
Pretends
sir.
he's a Navy officer.
Oh,
It's gonna
they learn pretty quick, don't they?
It's gonna be your height by the next time I see him. No offense.
Well, I was was going to say none taken, but I can tell the joke when I see one. We have very subtle humors.
Yes. Well, if we can get to the duty list, perhaps we can see where
Yes,
we
sir.
start.
I put the rifle sling over my shoulder and it hits the back of my ankle.
It's dragging against the
I'm
ground,
like,
bouncing
I'm
off the back of your ankle.
I'm like, something about this is not correct.
Perhaps it would be good to put you on cannon duty at some point.
Yes, I would appreciate that.
Well, here's the duty board. List of tasks that must be completed by the newer recruits. List of duties. And, that will be where you gentlemen will find most of your things to do. There's cleaning.
See right here.
There's
What is this?
restocking.
What is this one that says bucket duty?
That's
is that?
particular duty.
Is it literal duty or is it figurative duty?
It's literal duty, and there's duty involved. See, the prisoners here, they have buckets that need to be emptied every now and then.
Oh.
Oh, that's
That's
yeah.
an important thing, and the cells must be cleaned.
Sales.
Is there any way we can not get that job?
Someone has to do the job, I suppose, but, there's other things you could take up first. If the others see you doing a lot of good work, then, they'll be more lenient, and someone else will have to take the duty of duty.
Good to know. Good to know. I just look over to William. William? You want a Rochambeau for bucket duty?
No, you could take it. That's cool.
No, I mean for not having it.
Oh, you don't want it. Oh, okay.
Why would I want it?
I thought you were trying to claim bucket duty.
Why would I want that?
I don't know. We just met I don't know. People, they're all sorts. All sorts, I say.
There's plenty of other jobs there. There's feeding and watering the horses. There's, making sure all of the, stock is kept in place. Managing the tea.
No. I think that Edgar here is implying that I think I'm above bucket duty. Do you think I'm not willing to do bucket duty now,
I put my hands up, and the rifle just swings between the. It's like I have to keep a hold on. I put one hand up. I'm like, listen, William, I don't mean any offense. Of course not.
No, I see what you're getting at. It's pretty clear. I want bucket duty.
It would certainly speak volumes on your conviction if you immediately reach for bucket duty. Consider me impressed.
You know what? I feel compelled to have it with him. Just to spite him because he thinks that I'm above it now.
Very
Are
well.
you sure you can handle bucket duty, Edgar? It seems, it
I
might
think-
be a little bit beneath your stature.
What do you mean? Beneath my stature? You wound me, sir. You wound me. I am no more important than the other man around here. Of course not. So for that purpose, we are both cleaning out those buckets. I better not see you scowl, soldier.
You're not my commanding.
Are you not a soldier?
Captain Leopold? Am I allowed to, Leonard? Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to scowl? He says I'm not, but I don't think he's my commanding officer.
You do not have permission to scowl. Neither
You're
is he your
sassing-
commanding officer.
You're sassing your cap.
Yeah, I love how you're like, he has no authority over me. I'm your captain.
Well, I suppose the two of you are going to be, punished. Bucket duty for the both of you.
Does that mean I need the rifle with me for bucket duty?
Of course.
Okay.
Off you go.
William, do you mind carrying my rifle with you? I keep singing, just swing it onto my ankles.
I'm carrying 2 rifles, I guess.
No. This man has to learn how to carry his own rifle.
I agree, Captain. Wholeheartedly.
Edward sighs.
And Wiley hands the rifle back to you with a jerk smile on his face, like a jerk little grin as he. You
get an elbow,
Captain.
Yeah, Edward walks by, gets elbowed. He just elbows you right in the sternum.
All right. Should we continue the tour, sir?
This is far enough for the tour. If you need to be led into the prisons, then Georgie, you should help them.
What?
He will lead you the way.
Oh, hello, Georgie.
Hello, Georgie.
Hello.
Good
Boy, how you doing?
Oh god, it's going terrible.
So you're supposed to show us to bucket duty, apparently.
No, don't smile at it. Don't smile at us, Georgie.
Why is that funny? Is bucket duty funny?
How about that? By the way,
Who's playing the character right now?
I don't know. Who knows
I'll
anymore?
take it from here.
I didn't know who was doing it, to be honest with you.
I saw Kaylee go.
was
Yeah,
doing it.
she went for it, and I was
And
like,
then you-
okay, sure.
And then you started talking, and I was like, what? Not anymore.
And then she gave up. Xylo stole it from her.
Yep.
Yeah, you
sure.
did. So right on
Mean
your
DM
mouth.
tries to play all the characters.
By the way,
Right,
it's a little
bucket
bit
duty.
funny to think about. Birb doesn't think that they're coming for her.
Yeah, and she's about
Birb
to
thinks
see.
they're mostly just coming for the key.
And she's not only are they coming for her, but she's about to see both of them walk in British Navy soldier outfits, ready
And
to
grab
clean her
her
poo
bucket.
She's not going to be expecting it at all. She's
Oh,
going
the
to
sad
be
part about
so
this is we're gonna actually have to handle poo buckets.
Well,
she doesn't think they're coming. They're just coming for the key. They just need the key, not her. You know, she's not expecting it, and then they're gonna come in and take her poo bucket.
We're not taking from nobody.
On the contrary.
We are taking it from everyone in that prison.
unlike the boo I gave you before, that one was good. Good job, Devin. I'm proud
Thank
of
you. Thank
All
you.
right, gentlemen. Everyone excited for the new job?
Yay. Yes, sir.
Excited is a word.
Trust me, it's
For it?
not as bad as you think.
Besides the smell?
It's the smell. It's not that bad, really, if you think about it. I usually get excited for doing this type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you now?
Can you tell me why?
Look, here trying to earn an honest wage, honest work. Don't want to be one of the people who just walks among the walls with the sun and the, cool breeze. No. Want to earn my work. It's an honor to be here.
I just nod. I'm like, Jordy, you remind me of someone I used to know. He's an honest man. Trying to make an honest living.
What
He got walked
happened
all
to
over. He got walked on a lot.
Well, I mean, they sometimes walk on me here, but it's not all
Jordy,
that
you don't
bad.
have to deal with that, though.
Oh, I want to
Don't
deal
you
with
have
it.
dreams?
I am living my dreams right here. Never did
Well-
I think that I'd be doing what I'm doing now.
What's so strange about you doing what you're doing now?
Well, it's just a guy like me in a place like this.
Right.
Jordy, are you trying to imply you don't deserve to be here?
Often find myself lying awake at night, thinking the very same. How could I get so
You're here for
lucky?
Queen and Country, right? Not for the honest work, right?
Of course. I think,
Okay.
you know, I can impact this great empire just by lifting a little poo.
Yes, you are serving Her Majesty with grace and duty. Quite literally.
Couldn't
Right,
be more
you-
proud.
Yeah, you're doing God's work. Okay, you want to lend us to the? You want to show us to the dungeons?
Sure, right this way. And
You know what, Jordy? You're an all right guy.
Maybe I don't want them to come back for me. Maybe I want to stay in jail.
I was really thinking of that one.
Maybe I don't want them to come back for me.
I'm sorry, I had to. Before it passed it up, I couldn't help myself.
So yeah, you guys are led through the fort down a similar path that Burb took originally in here. And yeah, you eventually find yourself in a large room with a bunch of chests and safes all around.
Oh
A desk that would be familiar to the audience.
no.
And an admiral just writing stuff down, sitting at his desk.
I messed so
He
much.
ignores you
up.
as you walk in.
Are there any feathers in the room, or were they already cleaned up?
Hmm?
Are there any feathers in the room, or are they all cleaned up?
Yeah, there's some feathers around. You swear you see some birds flocking around the rafters. And yeah, Georgie leads you in. He opens up the door. Right, so the way I like to do this is you get to go, you know, front to the back, left to right. That way you keep it nice and organized. You make sure you don't miss anything.
Right.
Okay.
How do we get into the cells exactly?
Well, my
We
keys
haven't-
right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, is he seemingly handing them to us?
No, he's just holding them up.
Okay. We're unlocking them one at a time, correct?
Of course, you boys, you have your weapons. Now, some of these prisoners, they can be a little crazy sometimes.
Of course.
If you need to
Wouldn't do to
give them a
not
good
have the guard.
smacking, then it's important sometimes. Who wants
As
the
we're
first
standing-
bucket?
As we're
You know,
standing
since
here
you're
talking-
Oh, no,
Since
no,
you're
no, I mean, I
Yeah, no,
I
but
couldn't take
perhaps
that honor from one of you.
Perhaps you should show us how it's done, so that you
I
know
mean,
we
actually-
if you insist.
learn to do it properly.
I
Wi-
don't wanna
as Wiley's
spill it.
Saying this, he's also scanning around the cells to see if he could see Burb. Did we actually? I missed that. Did we already clearly see Burb was here yet?
You do not see Burb yet.
Okay.
There's a
Burb
long
is
hallway.
I
cells on
imagine it's
either
a long
side.
hallway, yeah. We're gonna be.
All right. The prisoner, stand aside. I'm going in.
I guess point the rifle inside the cell, like.
Now, no funny business.
All right. Just gotta. Here's the trick. You grab the bucket, right, and you lift with your
Uh-huh.
legs. Just get a good little.
Not with your
hoist.
back, sir.
Not with your back.
It's not with your back.
Never with your back. This minimizes spillage. Little light today.
Have you been eating well, prisoner? Have you been eating? Where's your fiber? Have you been eating the bread?
They don't give me fiber. Kevin.
Well, no wonder he's not passing him smooth. You know what?
This one's Kevin.
I love the idea of this man being intimately familiar with everybody's digestive system and legitimately like worried, like, "Oh, have you been eating all right? Kind of like today."
Not constipated, are you?
And from what I can tell, this guy seems like a good guy, so he'd probably be genuinely concerned about people's welfare.
Right, try to get more fiber. It'll be better next time. Right, boys. So,
You seemed almost disappointed in a weird way.
what do you mean?
Nothing. I'm just probably reading
I'm
the
just looking out for
situation.
the welfare of all the people in this fort.
It's very, very nice of you.
It's very noble.
They don't deserve that from you, you know.
They may have done some bad things, but everyone deserves their health. They deserve something to look forward to.
And we just back away. We're like, you're
Wiley's
spilling,
on.
sir.
Oh,
You're
God.
spilling. You spilled it. Oh no!
We need to
Oh,
roll to
God.
see if any got on us.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
God! Oh no!
Welling up in his eye. He's like, oh!
Oh,
Oh, no! His pirate voice comes out for a second. What the Lord? Jesus God! God!
Looks like we have a
I
gusher
mean,
today.
Oh!
That happens sometimes. Don't worry, it comes right out.
Ah!
Do you get used to that too?
I mean, I like to think of life as a surprise every step of the way.
Like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get.
That's right.
We have
Instead of a box, it's a bucket of chocolates, if you know what I mean.
There's no chocolate in here.
Right.
I didn't look, I'm sorry.
Right, who wants dibs
Okay.
on the next one?
I'll take it,
Right.
Wait, I don't have to be on the other end.
Right, I'll unlock this one for you. Kevin, step aside. His name's also Kevin.
I'm seeing a trend. What about the one next to us? Is his name also Kevin?
Name.
No.
Okay. Is this? Are the,
It's
wait, are the
Kevin.
cells categorized in like alphabetically?
It's just whenever they got here.
Someone
really.
raised a good question in chat. Does Birb hear any of this?
Birb, make a perception check.
Am I hearing? This is a good question. Perception.
They're not hard to hear.
I wouldn't imagine. Plus, I've got like godly. No, not my
Yeah,
godly perception's kind of
definitely
failing me a little bit. but
Unmistakably hear Wiley.
Yeah, especially when he cracked.
Ah!
But you might be confused because aside from that one crack, all you hear is what you think is Wiley doing the most horrific British accent you've ever heard.
Birb can already tell that it's him, and she is mortified that he's here to save her. These people are here. She's like,
You don't know that.
yeah, she doesn't even know if he's here to save her. She just knows he's there. And honestly, that's just a terrifying thought in itself that he might accidentally give her away.
Oh no!
She's a little bit more worried that he's gonna accidentally rat
Do
her
what he
out.
did at the port.
Yeah. She's more afraid that he's gonna recognize her the moment it happens.
It's just like, I imagine it being like a mix of like, there's a little glimmer of hope where it's like, oh my God, a familiar voice. And
Oh,
then
no.
an instant realization of like,
God, it's
oh
Wiley.
God, this is
Oh,
in
no.
Wiley's hands apparently.
At least it's not Captain
Which one?
Alexander.
Okay.
She's like, at least it's not Alexander.
So-
Though
so,
Wiley isn't any better.
Another Kevin, you say? Is it against the law to be named Kevin?
No, of course not. It's just, you know those Kevins.
Right, you can never trust a Kevin, true.
Naturally. They tend to just get their hands in everything.
Mm.
We got a solid, sir.
Oh,
It's solid.
alright. So, now that you got that, there's a trick. Either, because we don't want to be running in here, running out all day, making multiple trips. So, there's two things you can do. One, if it's a solid like that, you can take the one bucket and stack it into the other. And then by the end of the hole, you just have a big stack of them. Or, depending on the contents, you could take, the contents of one and pour it into the other. Then you get to put the bucket back.
Can I just break the scene here for a second and just to say one of my favorite things about D&D is I know for a fact Xylo did not go in tonight knowing he would have to improv poop bucket cleaning tactics.
What do you mean? This is all in the script. British stereotype tea jokes, the bad accents.
How does one prepare for this?
It's all written down right here, guys. It's all written down. Trust the script.
Oh god. Oh no.
Okay,
Keep your enemies closer. More like keep your digestive tract closer. Sorry.
Okay. Next one, I suppose, is me.
That's right.
Yes. You.
Okay.
Ooh. Looks like the slasher's got it filled to the brim.
Mev looks. Oh, Wiley looks. Oh, crap.
Literally.
It's not that big of a deal, don't worry. He doesn't talk much.
Right.
With a name like the Slasher, you'd think he's, all intimidating, but he's actually quite a nice guy.
He doesn't talk. It poops a lot, apparently.
Are we looking at liquids or solids, William?
Both?
I'll give you a quick tip. We used to do this back over the mainland when we used to live there. We had.
I don't think it can. I don't think it's quite decided what it wants to be.
Take some of the hay there. Take some of the hay from that stack and just shove it down. That way, it kind of gives it a bit of solidity.
Oh, the soakage technique. You're familiar.
Like I said, we used to overfill a lot in Suffolk, where I'm from.
Since this is to the brim, so there's not much room for displacement. Wiley just takes a little bit of the straw, kind of laced on top, I suppose.
He just spreads the top.
Looks at the slasher just to make sure he's not upset that I am taking part of his bed for this, I guess.
He's just smiling at you.
Oh, brother.
Wiley nods and tries to take this thing
Don't
out.
touch your eyes! Don't touch your eyes! William!
Oh, teach. Right. Tries to take it out as smoothly as possible. I'm assuming, since this is filled to the brim, I have to roll something, right?
Sure.
To see how this goes.
I'll say acrobatics if you want to. Close enough.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You don't gotta roll great.
God! Oh.
You're okay. It's even. You're good.
Well, holding it away from him, like, oh, okay, where do I put it?
Just hold on to it for now until we're done the job.
I have to hold it. It's kind of heavy,
Don't you want
actually.
to be efficient about this? We could go and walk all the way down the stairs and dump it if you want to. But...
I mean, can I put it down for a second at least?
What's the point of picking it up if you're just going to put it right back down?
Well, you take it out of the cell and you put the buckets down and then you bring them. Oh.
I think the Admiral wants to see it walk in here and see just buckets sitting in his hallway.
Okay, I'll hold it, I guess.
I'll hold it.
It's just, I didn't advise
it. Buddy, that's the same exact thing I'd say if I had to go to the bathroom. I'll hold it.
At that moment, it seems that Admiral Longbottom steps up to the entrance of that hallway. Is everything going okay here?
Salute with my one good arm.
Same.
It's not the right salute still.
Yeah, it's still wrong salute. I'd say our salutes are both wrong in different ways.
Yeah.
We don't do
pointing
the same.
palm out. I'm pointing palm out, just like.
We'll have to get that sorted. Georgie, do be sure that the new the new guest has put on the proper attire.
Sure, of course. Anything.
Good.
Yes, sir.
The interrogations will begin soon.
Interrogation.
Yes. Someone thought that they could sneak in under my nose, steal from me. We're going to find out why and who they are working with.
Ah,
If you don't mind me asking, April, what did they try to steal exactly?
That is private information.
My baby pictures.
Be advised. We're pretty sure this is some sort of witch.
is that right? I thought witches were myth.
Of course not. Sorcery is all around us.
As he said that too, Wiley probably shot a look at Edward as if to say, that's gotta be her.
Edward's still holding his hand up. He hasn't been put at ease yet.
With all due respect, sir, are witches and sorcery real?
Why, of course.
Well,
Don't you
I don't-
gentlemen worry. As soon as we get the information that we're looking for, we will deal with this witch as all witches must be dealt with.
Sir, do you have a designated...
Throw her to the bottom of a lake. This is a reference to the other night.
Could certainly work, but we have to burn the witch first.
Oh god, I'm gonna get burned alive.
Sir, do you have a designated torturer?
Not specifically, that would be inhumane.
Because I used to specialize in knives and...
What are you suggesting we do?
Interrogation. I think he's just using the wrong word, sir. I mean,
It's-
I think he meant
it's,
interrogator, not
yeah,
torturer.
Of course, I mean like using, weapons to intimidate.
Well, sure, intimidation is fine.
Mm.
Look,
What is this guy? What was
I
he?
am
One or two
important
toes
things to do.
missing. One or two toes missing. Don't want to go to say anything. Of course.
You do not worry about my interrogation tactics. Simply
Okay.
do your job, recruit.
Can I be at ease, sir?
He wasn't going to torture
No.
No at ease? Okay.
He walks
One
away.
more thing. Mev is thinking of something crazy. Does he do it or not?
Cool.
It depends on what this is.
Please
Oh, no.
don't use the bucket. Please. Please. No. I do.
Here's a fun thing I do in D&D sometimes. Roll a die to see if you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just go
I'm
evens or
wondering
odds
what
with
to
it, or
do.
if you feel like it's a only 25% chance you should do it, you can allocate accordingly. But I know I did that a lot in Star Wars D&D with my stupid character, so...
Hmm.
A 1 for do it, a 2 for don't do it.
Okay. Wiley salutes badly.
Alright, you don't do it. What were you going to do?
I was going to throw a bucket of poop on the Admiral and pull my gun on him.
Straight to the point.
I knew exactly what I was gonna do.
Bad idea.
And I would have thrown mine on Jeffrey or whatever his
I
name
was
is, I
actually
forgot.
ready to try
Jordy.
to convince Jeffrey to join, or Georgie to join us, actually.
Yeah.
You don't even know his name!
Jordy. His name's Jordy.
His name's
Best
Jordan.
part about this character, he's not gonna call you out if you get his name wrong.
Yeah,
Aw.
which is why I like him. Which is why I think he's so malleable. He's so.
Get him to join
I
your
feel like we
crew.
can turn him.
Oh.
we can turn him.
He can deal with our poop
We
buckets.
can play on his emotions. We can make him
use a
feel appreciated.
latrine washer.
Yeah, and we can make him feel more appreciated for it, and not walked all over.
No, but he likes the queen.
I don't know how
mean, the queen is-
dedicated he is to the
queen is-
royalty.
Fine, it's the Navy that's the problem.
He seems sort of surprised to have wound up there, so I feel like he has a past that's like he wasn't always exactly in the Navy. Oh man,
Gentlemen, ready to get moving?
Yeah, did
Yes.
the Admiral already leave?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, too late. I almost still wanted to do it regardless of my role, but since he left, we'll
Who knows?
say
You
no.
might get another chance.
Yep, you never know.
Oh, when's the next bucket duty? Oh no.
So he mentioned a new guest. We have a new prisoner.
Right.
So we went the newest. We went the only ones we were.
Well, this was someone trying to break in.
Oh. Right.
That seems ridiculous. At a fort like this,
fort?
nobody could break into it. Who would think of doing that?
A witch, apparently.
Which?
Do I hear this conversation going on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glaring to my. So Birb is currently sitting at like the very back of the wall, kind of like this, and like kind of looking down, and she's glaring at like to herself at the voice for saying that because she knows for a fact knows it's Wiley, and she's very upset.
All right, I suppose we continue down the row.
It's
Let me let you
carrying
gentlemen in
buckets.
on a little trade secret. So,
Uh-huh.
when you get a special job, the splatter every time is great.
It's great. Every time you gesture, it's just like.
Can't even contain myself. But right, so when you get a special duty from the Admiral, you want to get that done as quickly as possible. So then you can focus on the bucket work later. Plus, might be a little difficult to make sure our new prisoners accommodated with, a good 12 stacker.
Piled high.
Right.
Double decker. Boston cream pie.
I've heard of that one before.
It's not very common. Not a very common occurrence. It's digestive problems.
Noted. I'll be on the lookout for that one. Right, so let's go see this new prisoner.
Right,
Righty.
sir.
Right.
Remember, with the new ones, sometimes you gotta be a little more intimidating. A little rough around the edges. Let me see your mean faces. That'll have to do.
How's this?
It'll have to do. Right, and yeah. Burb, you see the Three Stooges walk up in front of you.
And two of them, the two familiar ones, are looking at you like
No, Xylo, we're not the Three Stooges. We're the Three Pooges.
that. Oh dear.
All holding a bucket.
Birb.
All in
If Burb-
navy uniforms.
If Birb wasn't so non-expressive, she'd be laughing her ass off. She'd be laughing a lot,
Yep.
but she's very unexpressive, so she's not laughing. Instead, she's staring very blankly at the two of who she knows are her two crewmates in navy uniforms doing bad accents. And she's like, okay.
As we walk up to the bars of the, I walk up side of it and I kick. My foot comes to a stop abruptly, kicking one of those coins closer to. What's this?
Burb sees that. She so it goes closer to her.
Yeah, I just kicked it towards you.
Burb kind of tries to scoot forward and grab a coin and then scoot back. Just wants one coin. She just wants one.
Oh, careful now, prisoner. As we do our business here, you will sit at the back of the room, and you will not move towards any of these fine gentlemen.
Did I get the coin?
I just.
Roll up something check. Dexterity. check.
Molly. Yes, let me.
Should I point my rifle at her just to be safe?
Right.
Oops.
Do it.
Why do I keep doing a save? I meant to click dexterity. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I like put my buckets down slightly.
Yeah,
just
but now is a time to put the bucket down, and I point my rifle.
Burb like goes back to the back when he said make sure to go to the back, and she like nods, but like kind of glares
Wait
at
just
them
a
all.
moment. You're not wearing your uniform.
Burb nods her head.
It's very important.
Burb gives him a little tilt, like a confused looking tilt, like she's just trying to.
I'll see if I
pretend she
can.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'll see if I can't like coerce her into it, sir.
Sometimes in this situation, you want to take the butt of your gun, hit it in the stomach, and then you just like rip the cloak off or something.
Burb,
Very well.
at the sound
With all
of
due
that,
respect, man.
at the sound of that, she like puts her cloak around her more, like, oh my god.
I just wanna.
Very well, sir.
She, like, glances
Wiley's
at them
pointing
more.
his gun at Birb. He's sort of standing back outside the cell. At any point, does Georgie walk into the cell?
Yeah, I'd say he probably has walked in.
I just want to say the second his back is turned to me, I point the gun at him instead,
Okay.
and I go, now that's far enough there, Georgie.
No, it's not far enough. The bucket's all the way over there.
I don't know, does a rifle have like a... Or a...
Yeah, you
thing?
got a hammer on
I
the
do
back
that?
of it, yeah.
I don't
not a
think you're
bullet. It has the
understanding here, Georgie.
Oh yeah, the hammer.
That's far enough.
How did you know?
Wait, what?
What?
You
How
got
did
an
we know
eye.
what?
The bucket's empty. You have an eye for this. You knew without even taking a gander in there. Wait, you're pointing your gun at me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this one's scared crapless.
And as he's doing that, not understanding, Wiley's trying to gesture to Edward, like, maybe pull a knife on him or something. Like, maybe he's not quite understanding the situation here.
I was bending over to pick up the shirt. I was like, and I bend back up. I'm like, wait, he's pointing a gun at you.
Yeah. Stop it. Please.
I don't think I'm going to.
What's with your voice? You sound funny.
You sound funny.
No, Georgie, I did sound funny. I sounded like a freaking idiot. I sounded like an absolute moron. This is what a man should sound like.
Sounded a lot like my cousin who lives in this very small region in London, actually.
Oh, well, no offense to your cousin,
Kind of a dead-on impression, really.
Look, you're missing the point here. We are breaking this prisoner out. Do you get it now, Georgie?
Why would we be doing that? We're only like a quarter way through with bucket duty.
Burb's, by the way, Burb's just not moved. She's still at the wall, just
You know what?
sitting down.
This is just too difficult. Oh, look! A pigeon out that window!
There's why
Burb,
would there be
burb.
a pigeon?
Burb,
Does he
like,
turn around?
Burb
no.
like looks. Burb like
No,
looks
he's still
around
looking
like.
at
I'll give it a roll.
Oh, look, behind you!
Why would I? Now he looks behind him.
As he does, I hit him on the back of the head with the butt of my rifle. Try to knock him out,
Roll
because
a
I figured this
strength
is easier than trying to get him to explain, trying to get him to understand. Oh, not a saving throw, just
But
a
I
regular
like
check.
Georgie.
I like him too, that's why I didn't shoot him.
You're terrible at this stuff.
Oh!
And I just
He drops his bucket
Not like-
over.
not like that. Not like that, Wiley.
It
Like this.
spills
I
all
go
over
to-
the cell. Luckily, he
I
had the
go to
lighter
knock him
bucket.
on the back of the head too.
Sure. You make a strength check as well. All right. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this one's a much better hit. But he just grabs the back of my head. Ow! Wait a moment. Are you two traitors?
Look, I'm
No.
going to explain this simply to you, Georgie. because I am not gonna use too many big words, and I'm gonna try to go nice and
What do you
slow.
think, I'm stupid or something?
No.
I'm your
You-
superior officer. Go get more buckets or you'll get fired.
That's fine. You can fire us, but we're taking the bird lady with us.
But the Admiral said she's gonna be burned as a witch.
Hey,
Birb,
Birb.
for some reason, out of very weird reason, she
I mean,
nods her head.
did we? I just asked Georgie. I'm like, but did we ask her if she wants to be burned?
Would that be inconvenient for you?
Is he
Miss-
asking Birb if it would be
Yeah.
for the bird to death? She Birb is going to look up and it seems like she's thinking about the question. And then she's going to nod her head and yes, it would be very inconvenient for me to be burned to death.
Oh.
See, Georgie, Admiral's looking to inconvenience someone. I don't know what to do. I don't want to inconvenience you, but I don't want this to be a
Help me
problem.
with the rest of the buckets.
Yeah, we'll help you with the rest of the buckets, Georgie. We just gonna have to take this one with us, afterwards. Once we're done. Are you feeling up to that, Georgie?
Let me go ask the Admiral if it's okay.
Oh no.
You're not going anywhere.
Why not?
Well, you know what, Georgie? Actually, yes, Georgie. Can you go ask for Captain Leonard?
Right.
He's RCO at the moment. I know. We'd like to go up the chain of command. You know. Can you go find him?
Sure.
Tell
By
him.
the way-
Tell him the Admiral needs him for a for that question. Because we want to. Goes up the chain of command.
By the way, while you guys are talking about that, and you said bringing her with you, Birb stood up while you guys are talking and goes and picks up her bucket. Just stands there waiting, like she's supposed to.
Because everyone else is carrying a bucket.
Everyone else is carrying a
Is this
bucket.
part of the plan or something?
So she starts carrying a bucket and looks at them expectingly.
By the way, can I just point out something that once I point it out, you won't be able to unsee it?
Oh no.
The pillow on Xylo's chair makes it look like he's wearing headphones with cat ears.
Hey.
It does. It's Cat Xylo. Oh,
Cat
no.
Xylo.
Yep.
It's Cat Xylo.
Oh,
Mhm.
no.
Okay,
All right, I'll go tell him.
we'll finish up the rest of this bucket duty.
You sure you don't
You go
need
tell
any
him.
help?
No, we have this one helping us.
All right. You want me to take the full one?
Yeah, well, if you don't
hold
mind.
on to that one. We wouldn't want to inconvenience you. Wiley's very, very adamant about it too. No, I'll hold on to it.
All right. Sure. And he takes his bucket and starts walking away.
Okay, I've got an idea. Watch this. And Wiley wants to do. Let me explain this to you, and I guess you could tell me what I need to roll for or whatever. Wiley wants to prop open the door a little bit, and on the top of the door, he wants to put the full bucket on the top of the door, so that when they push the door open, the bucket will come falling down.
Okay.
No.
I'm so ready.
At least make it so there's definitely these doors will allow it.
I realized it might be a heavy door, so he might use another bucket to at least hold the door open a little bit, so there is a ledge on the top of the door to put the bucket on.
All right.
By the way, Burb's tapping Edward on the shoulder,
Mhm.
and then she holds up her hand to show that she doesn't have the ring on, so that he knows that it got taken.
Mev, make me a sleight of hand roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you get the bucket up there. and it doesn't spill on you.
Sweet.
That's the best part.
If you rolled bad, that was 100% the outcome.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's about as much as I could ask for, is it not spilling on me? What happens from here is just, it's fate and chance, but, not spilling poo on myself is good.
Yeah, it's always a win. Remember, chat, any day you don't spill poo on yourself is a good day.
Good day.
I think so.
I just I look at Birb and like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Do you feel all right?
She gives him like a skeptical look, and then she like nods her head.
More importantly, do you have the key?
She like shakes her head. I did,
Okay. Who has it?
Admiral.
Of course he does. Of course, my
And then
uncle
she
has
holds
the
up
key.
her hands once again to like show she doesn't have the ring on.
And that's for the first time you hear Edgar go, Edward, not Edgar. Edward just says, of course, my uncle has the key.
Uncle?
What was that, Captain? You want to run that by me one more time?
The admiral of this fort is my father's brother.
And I'd say, actually, in a moment of confusion, Wiley pulls a gun on Edward. Wait, are you one of those stinking British soldiers too?
Edward reaches out slowly, just rolls his eyes, and puts his hand on top of Wiley's rifle or pistol, and just Wiley. We've been through this.
I love how Edward doesn't even get like annoyed by it. He just knows Wiley's a moron. He might have even not brought it up yet because he knew Wiley would react this way.
It's like, I have no ties to my uncle. My father is dead. My mother is dead.
So,
Or
wait,
I haven't seen my father, so I think he's dead.
wait. Admiral Longbottom?
Mhm.
Wait, your last name is Longbottom.
It is, Wiley.
Birb, I think he's telling the truth.
My father was also named Edward.
Why would he
she
lie?
like kind of
about
looks
that?
at you. She kind of looks at you, and then she like her eyes kind of widen. Was that your baby pictures?
My eyes, I just kind of like, I'm sorry.
Baby, okay, now I'm confused. I was with you at the uncle thing.
What do you mean? That more on that later. We have to get out. We have to get out of here. But first, how are we gonna get the key? We need that key.
I know where he hides it.
You know where he hides it now?
She
Are you
nods
sure
her
you're
head.
okay, by the way?
She
Sorry.
hesitates, but then she nods her head again.
Do you want me to perform daggerology on you?
She shakes her head. I want my stick.
Where's your stick?
She shrugs.
Okay, we gotta find the key. We gotta find the stick. We gotta find a way out.
Get the ring.
Yeah, well, you have to bring.
He's probably wearing it.
So Sally, you said this is like almost like a hallway
Yeah.
with a
there's
cell
a-
running down the sides.
Yeah.
What if
And one more
We release
kind of
all
jail
of the
door at
prisoners?
end of it.
Which is where I set the poop up on that jail door, right?
I don't think you've gone there yet, because that like
We could
opens
release
up
all
into
the
like a larger
prisoners.
area.
What if we
Oh, I
release all
thought
the
it was like
prisoners?
when I had said that, I was thinking of it being the door we came in to this,
To the
like,
whole area. Okay.
not like specifically her jail door.
Okay. Sure. There's multiple doors.
Okay, I set it up at a door.
Yep.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to know how wide this hallway was.
Yeah, that's always about, 5-10 feet across, somewhere in the middle there.
So Wiley could potentially, like, post up on a wall right next to the door he thinks that they're gonna come through.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'd like to think Wiley set it up on the door that, what's his name, Georgie, just went out of.
Yes. Okay.
So Wiley wants to, like, wait at the door, but still stay out of splash range of whatever's gonna happen with that bucket. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. Is there room enough for me to post up near the door
Sure.
and maintain a somewhat safe distance from that?
I think so.
Well, he's probably gonna bring the Admiral back here, isn't that what he said?
I mean, I did tell him to go to our captain and then to the admiral. Why should I say our captain? I'm the captain.
Yes, you're the captain.
Shakes his head.
I think one of the only things we have on our side is the element of surprise.
Mhm.
Now, as you can see, I set up a little situation over there, which I can almost guarantee will surprise them.
Yes.
But, maybe we can wait for them to come in. And when they do, we pull our guns on them, make them give us the Burb stick back, and make them give us the key.
She like
That's
nods
a
her head
great
vigorously.
idea. That's a great
She's like,
idea.
Stick.
I feel like if we can
Here's
get
a
the
separate
Admiral
idea.
at gunpoint, that's really the only way we're gonna get this thing.
Hear me out. What are we gonna do if there's all of them come at once?
Well, you don't think Georgie is suspicious of us, do you?
I'm just saying, once that shot is fired, once any shots are fired,
If we do this
Entire
correctly,
fort.
hopefully no shots have to be fired. It's the idea that shots could be fired. See, here's my thinking. Your, uncle, no offense, seems like kind of a jerk.
I don't know him that well.
And I don't exactly know how much pulling a gun on one of his crew, or one of his men, I suppose, is really going to get. I don't know how far that's going to get us. For all I know, he might be a ruthless murderer and just let us shoot him. He might not even care. But if we pull the gun on your uncle, surely he must value his own life.
Can we kill your uncle?
I just look over to Burb like, you have an agenda with my uncle, Burb?
She doesn't say anything, but she's got like that look in her eye that she's a little bit upset.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do to you?
She points at the ground with the shinies on the floor.
Oh, gosh. You remember the last person who messed with your shinies? Splat. On the deck.
True. She's also also the fact that she doesn't have her stick anymore, and she's a little bit upset about that.
Do you need a weapon? Burb, I have daggers.
She shakes her head.
Here, take one of mine.
Oh, you just take the rifle that I have that's too long for me.
Oh God, Birb takes the gun. Birb has acquired a gun. Birb does not know how to use the gun.
Wiley looking at you, looking at the gun. Wiley's like, have you ever shot one of those before, Birb?
Birb thinks about it and she shakes her head, but rather hesitantly, because though she shot the gun, it was, remember when all those soldiers were
Outside of the hut.
Yeah, outside of the hut. It was when she shot and it flew behind her. It's like the exact opposite of where she was shooting.
Oh,
So to that question, she has shot before, once, and it didn't go where she was looking. So it's a very hesitant yes.
Hey, we should unload that.
She like looks at it like kind
Think
of
of it as a blunt stick. Just think of it as a stick.
She like holds it
That
like
you
a
shoot
stick.
bullets from.
With a
It's like a
pointy
bullet
end.
stick.
Burb holds it like a
bullet
club.
stick. Yeah.
Like,
No,
like
that'll
a
work.
something
You see-
smack with.
You see the end with the hole on it. You point the hole at things, and then you pull the trigger, and it shoots. You know what? I have
Burb.
complete faith in her. I'm sure she'll be absolutely fine.
Edward's over here like,
Burb takes it, and she kind of points it, but she's like, then she like looks at it, and then she stops pointing it, and then she just holds it like a club, like a baseball bat, and she's like, she like nods like this is how I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
die. Yeah, we're gonna die.
smack people.
All right.
Okay.
Accidentally shoots one of them. Oh, no.
But if
I might,
we free the
I might,
prisoners-
guys.
as a distraction, Wiley, after we get the key.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Actually, wait, he didn't leave the keys though, did he?
How would we clean the rest of the cells if he didn't lead it with us?
That's fair. That's true. Did he leave the keys with us, Xylo?
Yeah, I think you would have taken the keys. Or actually, you know what? We're just gonna roll it.
I love how
He
dense this
forgot.
guy is too. He's still, after all the even trying to explain it to him, he did not pick up on
If
the
I
fact
roll a
that-
1 here, or if I roll a 1 or a 2, you got no keys.
Me too.
You got all the
Oh.
keys.
You got every key. Nice.
Well, not all the keys.
Except for the one we want. Yeah.
Do we proceed to unlock all the cells? Or do we wait?
I think we wait.
If we unlock all the cells, we have some numbers with us, but they're not armed.
We have the slasher.
Hashing slasher.
We do have the slasher.
With a name like Slasher.
I'm
gotta
waiting
be
for that name to be completely inconsequential. Like, that's, oh, no, it's a family name. It actually has nothing to do, it's not a nickname or anything. Like, just inconsequential.
That's why he just smiles. He's he's a pacifist.
Oh, yeah, I like this. Captain, do we release the Kevins?
I don't know if the world is ready for the Kevins. It's going to be a clash of the Kevins out there, if you know what I mean.
Okay, but you know, do what you want. I'm just gonna assume I had the keys in my hand. I hand them over to Captain, and I post up by the door I set the trap up by.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep an eye out in case they come in.
Okay. I go to like the first and second cells and all that. And I just go to unlock them. I'm like, when the British soldiers come in, we're going to ambush them. Okay?
Yeah.
We're going to hold them hostage.
We'll
And
hold
then
their
when
hostage.
everything. No, we're going to hold them hostage.
Yeah, all of them.
Which Kevin am I
Well.
talking to right now?
The first one,
Oh.
when I was a little light. Light Kevin, we'll call him.
We'll call him light Kevin. Kevin that needs some
the second
fibers.
is solid Kevin. So
Like it's Solid Snake, but it's Solid
That's the
Kevin.
first thing I thought. Metal Gear was the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna call you Light Kevin.
Yeah.
That's Solid Kevin. And that's Slasher down there.
oh,
I don't know why his name's Slasher, but it's gotta be threatening. Okay.
yeah.
When I come in, we're going to ambush them. We're gonna take them hostage, not take their hostage. And then when we get what we want out of them, we're gonna make a mad break for one of their ships.
What do we want out of him? Spleens.
I don't like Kevin.
I didn't know Light Kevin was such a sadist.
I like Kevin.
It's like,
I don't want him on
It's
our
like,
crew. That's for sure.
you know, I would generally I would say no because I'm a captain, but the stabaholic in me says yes.
Yeah.
I want the spleen.
Hey.
Also, I just want to say, while we're doing this, Wiley is actively trying to listen for footsteps or anything, or any sort of commotion, or any noise for that would indicate somebody is coming.
You do hear some sounds from the outermost door to this prison area.
I think they're coming.
So I like, after unlocking a few cells and having them like gather behind us.
Also, Mev, your bucket falls to the ground and splatters behind you.
The one on the door.
Oh,
Did
God.
you hear a shout? Wait, which bucket?
The one that he propped up on the door.
Oh. Did he open the door?
No, it just
No.
fell on its own.
Oh.
It just wasn't up there that sturdy, I'm guessing, based on my my roll that I had.
It's like I just look at Wiley with like,
Well, at least
Just
whoever
gotta ask
locks that door is gonna step through.
It was
poopy.
worth a try.
I take one
Ooh.
I take one of the buckets and I like toss it at the door as well, like in front, like
Ooh, good
all the
idea.
contents
They'll
are
probably
spilled on.
slip in it.
By the way, I don't know if any of you've noticed. Burb is barefoot.
We have not noticed.
Burb does not wear shoes. She's never worn shoes.
Don't worry, we'll take the shoes off of the officer when we. Give us your pants. Give us your pants.
Never heard that before.
Rust.
Alright, what are you guys doing? Cells are unlocked. Floor is... Yeah.
Soiled.
Yep, soiled is the word I
Soiled.
was looking for.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for someone to come through that door so I can pull a gun on them.
Okay.
Try to catch them off guard.
I'm like right behind him too.
Some time passes. A minute. 2 minutes. Probably up to 5 minutes pass without anything happening.
Could have sworn they were coming.
Yeah, you definitely heard noise.
Do we hear
out there.
anything now? Or has it been quiet since that first kind of commotion I heard?
You hear some occasional shuffling.
Okay.
And, can you each make a perception check?
Can do.
For you, sure. So perceptive.
Okay. Devin and Kaylee, you see what appears to be Georgie, kind of like with his back up against the edge near the exit door here, as if he's trying to hide, but you totally see him.
He's like on the door.
Yeah, he's like hugging the wall next to the door.
This is like
Or,
propped
like-
open. We can kind of see it. Like,
Yeah, it's like a cage door sort of thing.
Georgie,
Burb,
what you doing?
Oh. You guys just staying in there?
Wiley pops his head around the door.
We had an
Georgie, is that you?
incident. We had an incident, Georgie.
What kind of incident?
The crappy kind.
Spillage again?
Spillage. A lot of it. The whole tower of buckets came down.
How much of a stacker did you have?
I had at least 10.
Oh. One of those days. Wait, aren't you trying to do a breakout or something?
What? No. I told you we were doing our
I had
duty.
this great plan and you're just sitting in there.
Wait. On the. Is he doing the same thing I was
What was
trying to
his
do?
plan? What was his plan?
You don't know.
What was?
Wait,
what
well,
was
hold
going
on.
to
So,
do?
so now that we're on the topic, weren't you going to get the Admiral?
What? Yeah, I got him.
Where's he?
Where is he?
Just waiting for you guys to leave so we can ambush you.
Oh,
I locked the door and everything, expecting you guys to try to come through, and then, oh, the door's locked. You're just in there.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, Georgie. We were waiting in here to ambush you two.
Oh, that's a little awkward.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, at this point, why don't we have a parlay?
I had a poop bucket set out there and everything. Did you have a poop bucket waiting for us?
No.
Ah, missed opportunity, I suppose. Okay.
Shame. Well,
Burb's like looking between them both, and she like holds the gun up kind of hesitantly. Like, am I supposed to shoot him?
I like put my hand onto the gun to lower. It's like, no, not him.
No,
not him.
We like this one
Burb,
actually.
Okay, Burb like nods her head. She puts the gun down.
I got your captain as well. He wants to speak with you.
Oh, our captain? Oh, okay. Wait, I'm a captain.
No, you're not. You just
No,
joined.
he is. Georgie,
No, you just joined. Why do you still sound so funny?
can I level with you, Georgie?
Yeah.
We're free men.
We're not soldiers. Mind blown.
Least of all British soldiers.
And you know what? I got a feeling, Georgie.
I'm feeling yawn.
You weren't always a soldier either, were you?
No.
What did you used to do before you joined the Navy?
Guess at first I was a baby.
Keep going.
Then I became a little toddler. Learned to walk.
No, like directly before the Navy.
At that point, Leonard comes up and I will take it from here.
Oh God.
But Burb's like, but we're having a conversation.
Yes.
She
Don't-
should say that.
don't!
But she's
Interrupt, Georgie.
Georgie.
He's not finished.
Burb like puts a hand motion like continue.
Georgie, I am giving you leave of duty today. You don't have to work anymore. But I want to work.
Oh no. Hey, Georgie. You can clean up someone else's duty elsewhere.
But I work here.
Not today, you don't.
I'm going to go now. Yes, now. It seems that you have all betrayed us.
Well, to betray, sir, we have to be on your side to begin with,
Indeed. And
don't we?
Yes. I
Burb
suppose
once
that's
Deceived,
again
I
pulls
believe.
up
I believe deceived is more of an accurate word.
By the way, Burb once again puts up the gun.
I was like,
She's-
yeah, I don't put my hand on the gun. I was just like, I mean, true.
Is your friend aiming a weapon?
She is.
Burb looks like she has no idea what she's.
And she knows how to use it.
She doesn't even have a gun, like a hand on the. She's just holding it. She's not even like has like a hand on like the trigger. She's just holding it out towards him.
I'll level with you, Leonard. I want you to see your kids and your wife.
As do I.
I don't want to resort to such unpleasantries with you. But I do have business here.
You're the ones who brought the unpleasantries. So, I will make a deal. The Admiral does want a parlay. However, you all seem to be aiming weapons, and that will simply not do. If you're willing to forfeit your weapons, then we can all have a good, calm conversation.
Burb like leans over. What's a parlay?
Interesting.
It's pirate. talk
Georgie
or
there just told us
peace treaty.
you guys were looking to ambush us. Is that correct?
Of course, the second you leave, we have several guns ready to fire.
So now that That hasn't panned out exactly as you planned. Now, the Admiral wants
We
to
could
parlay.
storm in there right now if we'd like to. But
Ah.
you'll probably end up shooting a few of our men. We'll take out all of yours, and we'd rather not have that happen.
Be a wider shame if we were to storm and take this entire fort by chance, wouldn't it?
Indeed.
Burb looks him dead in the eyes. Is this about the baby pictures?
Baby pictures.
Keep bringing up baby pictures. I don't get.
What baby pictures?
Understand either. What is going on
The
with
Admiral.
baby pictures?
The Admiral has
What is this
baby
about-
pictures?
She like nods her head.
Oh, so that's his own business. Wait, you
I
came here
have
to take
another.
baby pictures?
she like once again she like thinks about it and she gives him a shrug. She's not saying she was, but she finds it very funny that they think she came here for baby pictures. The thought is just very entertaining to her that all these guys just think she came here specifically to steal the Admiral's baby pictures. And it's
I don't know
so
if they
funny.
all think that. I think the Admiral thinks that at
The
least.
Admiral thinks that.
He
But
seems
she's
pretty-
making it every time somebody asks, she's going to give that. She's going to make it seem like that's what it is. So she's just.
I have another proposition.
What is your proposition?
How about you let us go unharmed with our friend and what we came here for, and our ship that's off port of this fort won't start firing upon it.
You do realize that we outgun you on that front as well.
Thing is, we are allied with the Pirate King,
He hasn't been able to take this
Redford.
fort yet.
Twitch. Well, he hasn't had us on the inside.
And if you don't make it out of here, he certainly won't have you either.
We can make this very unpleasant. Listen, you can either listen to our commands or send my uncle in here.
Your uncle?
Send.
Yeah, about that, gonna be honest, news to us as well, but, apparently, our captain here is, related to your admiral.
This indeed is news. All the more reason for us to have a good, calm discussion, don't you think?
Well, why don't you tell him to come in here as he talks to us? And Wiley is eyeing a bucket as he says this.
Afraid he won't be coming in there while you all have weapons.
Burb looks at the gun and she kind of like drops it. Like she doesn't know how to use it anyway, so it's like kind of useless to her, so she doesn't care. So, she's
Or
also
if you
kind of
come out
looking
here, you
bored.
can keep hold of your weapons.
Birb already dropped the gun. She doesn't care about it.
Wiley
She's
doesn't
kinda
drop
leaning
his.
against the wall, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Birb doesn't know how to use these kind of weapons. All she does is smack people with sticks
and sick flocks of birds on them.
and birds. She attacks people with birds too. That's all she does. And she doesn't have one, she doesn't have the birds, and two, she doesn't have the stick. So she's kind of useless here.
So, those are your opportunities, those are our offers. What is it going to be, William? Edgar?
Who are William and Edgar?
Whatever your real names are.
Oh, right. Yes. I did say I was William. I forgot that part. Kind of surprised I remembered the name, to be honest, because I just sort of randomly rifled it off and didn't really put much thought to it. Was my accent convincing for you?
No.
Really?
Really.
It really wasn't.
Were you just being polite, or
Absolutely. Kind of just playing along, to be honest.
Wait, did you know the whole time that we weren't who we were saying we were?
Obviously. We saw you row from the boat to the shore, and then 2 men happened to show up right after.
That wasn't us. I think you have 2 other people on this island you should be concerned about. You should probably go see where they are.
We're good, thanks. So,
Birb
I turned
looks at them like, bro, what?
I turned to Edward. I'm like, what do we do, Captain? What's the play here?
We don't really have a lot of choices, do we? We don't.
Yes,
Birb
perhaps
just starts
I should've-
walking.
She just starts to. Oh,
She does
okay. I
not
guess
care.
Burb's already decided, I suppose.
Birb doesn't care anymore. She just wants to leave. So she's just walking.
right this way.
And we follow. I guess we I reluctantly follow, but follow nonetheless.
Yes. You'd be the last one fall in line.
Because I'm kind of distracted.
Mhm.
Can we roll to see if I step in poop on the way out of the
Sure.
I don't know why.
Yeah, go for it. Just
Survival, maybe?
dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Mm-hmm. And then Wiley, make me a perception check as well. You don't step on poop, but you do see a
Bird.
suspicious bucket lodged up on the door.
Oh, he lied!
I'm like, wait! And I step back and I kick the door.
Yeah, bucket falls over.
Classic. You two
Georgie
think the
lied
same.
to us.
Jordy and you think the same, I guess. 2 peas in a pod.
He's a liar, though.
So are we.
I trusted him, Edward.
No, you didn't. You had a gun pointed at him.
That doesn't mean I didn't trust him. That was business. That's what's in person.
You pointed a gun at me. That's your immediate fight or flight response, to point a gun at someone.
To be fair, you did tell me one of your not-so-distant family members was the Admiral of the British Navy.
Well, I'm sure you have some family you're not happy with
They're
or know much about.
fair enough. Okay, I guess yeah. We keep following this guy.
Yeah, Birb
It brings
hasn't
up-
stopped walking. She's just going. She just doesn't care.
Except when I stopped you, like with my hand, to keep a bucket of poop from falling on your head.
She stops
You're
then.
welcome.
You're
But she
welcome,
doesn't-
Herb.
She doesn't give you a thanks though.
Also, can we just point out the fact that either Xylo's house is haunted or his window is open?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, haunted.
Yeah, it's haunted totally. I was like, man, it's a windy day inside, isn't it?
Oh, it's so
It's
nice.
so weird.
It's been so hot out. The wind is so good.
It's like a nice cool breeze.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, as
I
you
didn't know
step
your house is haunted.
outside, you see 2 lines of British soldiers, and 2 of them are wheeling up what seems to be a small cannon. And
Birb
they're in the
doesn't look
process
very
of aiming it
impressed.
in your direction.
I mean, that's overkill. You know, you don't have to do that.
Simply
doesn't look very
taking
impressed.
precautions. We thought we were about to have to breach our own selves. Nephew.
What happened to the Kevins?
They were behind.
Gave him instructions when people come in, so
So they're just
they all-
waiting in there.
yeah, we'll see what happens with them.
Well, that's true. Yeah, let's keep in mind. All those cells are unlocked.
Yep, they're just chilling in there unlocked. You see several of the soldiers actually have dogs next to them.
Oh man.
Similar breed to Dagger.
Yes.
So,
So these don't seem as happy to see me.
no. Neither did Dagger for like the first 2 weeks of having him. But, you know, Stockholm Syndrome works out nicely.
Stockholm
It does,
syndrome.
especially on dogs.
Hmm. I mean, that's kind of what pets are. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold them against their will.
that's so sad to think about.
Jeez, it really is like that. Oh.
It is.
You know what, Tyler? We've discovered things tonight. If we didn't enjoy our D&D session, we discovered things tonight.
Mhm.
Birb's looking very unimpressed at whatever's happening. And she's still hunched over, so she does look.
Yeah.
She's not like at her full height.
You just hear Edward like dogs. I don't like dogs.
So I'm glad that we don't have to breach the cells.
I'm glad you seem that way. You look slightly disappointed too. I like take off the British naval hat. And I like brush back my like thick hair,
Yeah.
thick long hair. I'm like,
So you must be the one.
hello.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
A lot has happened since then, Uncle.
And here you are, consulting with witches, running with pirates.
Sir. Uncle. I really wasn't given much of a choice, given my upbringing.
You had all the chances in the world to join with the Navy.
I didn't. Not after the Navy took my father, your brother. And
He made his mistakes as well.
he left me alone with my mother for months at a time. And that ended up being the death of her.
He was serving a higher purpose, something you would not know much about, apparently.
Higher purpose than raising one son.
For the greater good.
Do I have any cousins?
Of course. I could show you paintings of them if you'd like.
Birb says
Are they
under her breath, "Baby pictures."
Are they also growing up in your stead as well as wanting to be a Navy officer?
Yes, most of them are coming up quite nicely. However, I would have expected better from you.
Oh.
You always seemed quite bright as a child.
I don't remember much of those days, Uncle.
Strange
seems to be a
affinity
blur.
of Forks, but
It all seems like a blur ever since I killed my mother's killer. I don't remember much after. Or before then. Like I can't remember a time before I was orphaned on the street. The only time I was ever at comfort was on a crew out at sea. First it was trading crews. First it was trading ships, trading outposts. I just sailed, Uncle. Place to place. I was a sailor.
you could have found that here. With your family.
I found my family, Uncle. I chose my family. You're not my family.
Here I was, willing to negotiate.
Oh, this is just getting us killed.
Fine. I will speak with whichever one of you is your captain.
That would
Birb
be me.
You're already
Oh,
speaking to
well,
the captain.
Herb kind of looks at Edward.
Then I will speak to you as a captain and not as a nephew.
I would appreciate that
You
on my
are
honor,
in
sir.
a terrible position.
Oh, I realize this.
I asked your friend what brought you here. She did not give any answers.
Herb gives a shrug.
You want a straight answer? You want me to tell you the truth of why we're here?
Also, I wouldn't take that personally. She doesn't talk much. I've literally known her for years, and she avoids conversation with me at all costs.
No, but I think she hates you.
Wiley looks
Burb?
over at Birb with a hurt look on his face.
Mostly because you caught her and captured her. But I mean, other than
Burb gives him a shrug. Like
Wiley's devastated and shuts up.
that. Do you want to know the reason why
Yes,
we're
I'd
here?
like to know. Why you were foolish
Well-
enough to invade a well-armed fortress.
I'll be straight with you, Uncle. We're not allied with the Pirate King. But we do have a mission. We have one key in our possession. I think you know what key that is. We're here for that key as well. Because we're going to find this treasure.
You're a treasure hunter.
You have to make a living somehow.
It's adorable.
It's always what I wanted to be. At least.
And you say this key that I have is a piece to your puzzle.
Of the wider one. Yeah. Wider puzzle.
What do you plan on doing with this great treasure once you find it?
I'll be honest with you. I don't have anything I particularly want to do with the treasure. I just want to find it. If you want, we can work a deal.
Deals can be made. But what
Pirate
possible
King tried to work-
reason would I have to trust you?
Well, we may be pirates. We may be dishonorable sometimes to get our...
Wait, you're pirates? I'm sorry. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Pirates!
Sorry.
Well, treasure hunting pirate. We hardly do wrong, but I'd like to say
By
we're
the
more
way,
honorable.
While this is happening, While this is happening, Burbs pulled out some berries from like her pocket and starts eating them.
Wiley reaches for pocket meat, but realizes he cleaned it all out.
Plus, you're wearing different pockets right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I just
We
did
don't
it
have
out of
the-
habit.
You reach into this pocket and you find meat, and you're wondering why is there meat in
Meat
this
in your...
pocket?
Oh, wait.
No, it's mysterious pocket meat. Just when you thought pocket meat couldn't get any worse, if you don't know where it came from, that makes it so much worse.
Oh, no.
Burb is just
I like to
eating
think-
berries watching this happen.
I like to think we're more honorable than most. At least more than the Pirate King, that is. He tried to work the same deal with us, but in doing so, hurt our honor, insulted us. So, I like to think we don't work with other pirates.
And
At least
would
once they
this
get us,
not
once they
insult
see us.
your honor?
I like to think I have a little bit of honor and camaraderie. I just want to have a grand adventure with my family.
I'm gonna be honest, it would insult my honor, but I'm not the captain, so it's not really my call.
So you're offering All of this treasure.
All?
Majority.
We are offering our service in finding said treasure. We can come up with a fee, a legal fee, and then you can have the rest. How does it sound?
I may be interested. You only came here to get this key, is what you say?
And the baby picture.
What?
Burb nods your head.
Those are mine.
Well, technically, it's of me,
Yes,
right?
but you didn't paint it.
Oh, true, I didn't paint it. I just don't have any memories of such a time.
Burb like glares at the admiral, like a I want the baby pictures kind of look.
I would say also Wiley's looking back and forth between the two of them,
Wouldn't it be-
Edward and the Admiral, to see if he can see, like, do they look alike? Like they could be part of the same family?
Yeah,
Uncle.
definitely could be some similarities there.
Like
Uncle.
facial structure things where it's like,
You
oh,
know-
yeah, they could be related.
He's also on the
You
shorter
know
side.
how
Of course.
you know how family likes to see memories of the past.
I thought you weren't talking to me as a family member.
Well, my family would like to see a little bit of my past too.
Well, perhaps.
I
when
only
this
say we're
is-
not family, Uncle, because you were never in my life.
Ooh.
Perhaps I'm the lucky one then.
Oh.
Yes, because then I'd have to grow up like you.
Wait a second. You know what? I've bitten my tongue long enough.
Burb.
You do not talk to my captain that way.
Yes, I do.
You speak all of this greater good. Whose greater good? Because it ain't our greater good. Is it for your benefit?
Perhaps if you
The-
stopped living a life of crime and piracy, it would be part of your lives. The world cannot be a better place if you continue to diminish it.
But what? Why would I stop living a life of crime and piracy? I don't understand. I don't get your logic.
We could have all of you hung for piracy right here. Right in the square.
Yes, and your men haven't taken my weapon, and I could shoot you in the face right now. There's all sorts of things that
Go on,
could
try
happen.
it.
But what is going to happen?
I place a hand on Wiley's chest, like
If you would like to fire your weapon, please do so. Make this quicker.
I just look over. I look over at Wiley. I'm like, please. I'm not losing you two.
Wiley like doesn't say anything. He just kind of like, okay, shutting up.
You'd probably miss anyway.
What did he say?
Nothing. He said nothing.
So, you want a deal?
Must have been the wind.
There is a world where I'm willing to let you go.
Mhm.
However, how can I be sure you won't leave, abandon this, and never come back?
That's a good question.
Perhaps I would need to hold on to something of yours. Something that's important to you.
Well, Burb doesn't have much, so it's just.
He has your shillelagh.
My stick. I need that to smack things.
And I sigh, and I open up the satchel that the uniform came with.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out inside of it, and I pulled out this jeweled dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my prized jeweled dagger. This. Then. Precious to me.
Toss it here.
I just like give it a nice
Mhm.
underhand, gentle throw, so it like clatters a little bit on the ground. Edward winces, just.
Yeah. He picks it up. Fine blade. However, if your intention is to find a treasure, then what reason would you have to come back for this? I need something a little more sentimental. So, for one, I will not give you the baby pictures of yourself and your family. Well,
That was the dagger
the paintings.
that killed my previous captain. It is sentiment.
Fantastic, I don't care. But on your safe return, I'm willing, provided we can find a skilled enough painter in this part of the world, to have these copied for you. As
You're
one
not
thing.
giving them Dave. Whoever said that in chat, shush.
Secondly, we will need members of your crew, assuming that it's the ship that keeps passing by,
Not Dave.
to stay here, kept in our prisons, until you
And I just
return.
preemptively, I look over at Wiley and was like, no, we're not letting Alexander stay. I knew. I knew.
How did you know I was thinking that?
I know exactly what you're thinking at all times, Wiley.
Now, I could ask for the 6 most important members of your crew, but you would have good reason to lie to me. So, I am suggesting I select 6 at random.
Birb doesn't like that. How many crew members do we have, actually? This is a good question.
Well, to be fair,
Probably 20 to 30.
Uncle, I do call them my family for a reason. Family doesn't leave family behind. Only family would do that, right? Come back for family, find them, right? When they're lonely, by themselves, orphaned.
For a
On the
pirate
street.
captain, you sure talk about childhood trauma a lot.
Ah, comes with the territory, sir. When you have a lot of experience in it, it kind of defines your entire life.
Isn't that why people become pirates?
Well, if you're so high and mighty, then you'll for sure return to retrieve your family when the job is done.
Give them Alexander's son! I don't know about that
We
one.
give them Kayla.
We give them Kayla!
Yeah. that is pain for them, not us.
I need another bucket!
I need more
the
buckets! I'm making
character-
a tower!
The character's great. Oh, may not be accurate, but it is. Oh God! If only we had the blind man with us.
Oh, the blind man!
He's
I
still standing
miss
at a
him.
pier waiting.
I'm on a crew.
I miss him.
Is this what being on a cruise is like? Silence. Nothing.
Sure do love
I
the
still
spray of
can't
the wind.
believe guys let a blind man go on his own. We could give him Goldie. I have literally no reason to hang out with
You know what?
Goldie.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Just not Dave. Anybody but Dave. Dave is not leaving. Absolutely not.
Oh, and to know you won't, execute them. Why don't we take one of your men with us?
Cannot take a soldier of the British Navy.
How about Geordie?
Take
Georgie.
us, please. Absolutely, you can take a soldier of the British Navy.
No, Georgie! Oh.
Well,
man.
fantastic then. It looks like, Uncle, we have an accord.
Georgie, no.
And finally, you will have to sufficiently bribe the men here so they will not speak of this. Word gets out, it wouldn't be good for anyone.
Indeed. It would.
So, to make your ship lighter, perhaps, any additional wealth you have will be split among the people here. You'll get the key to unlimited treasure. You'll get Georgie. And you'll be on your way.
Birb, for like once in her life, she stands up all the way, straight up, and she gives him a very menacing glare.
Here it comes.
I want my stick.
Your stick.
My stick.
I believe it's where you dropped it. No, it's touched it.
None of them even thought of it as a weapon. It's like just a stick.
It's just a stick.
As far
Believe
as they're
it crashed through
concerned.
the stables, somewhere around there. Free to pick it up if you wanted, or we could get you another stick.
No.
It's like, ah,
want
yes, your
my
stick.
stick.
Another accord.
Do you say the stick is very important to you?
I want the stick.
Well then, if you want the stick, you're going to have to bring us the treasure. And only then will this stick be forfeited back to you.
Wiley
can
kind of
turn
under
you
his
into a
breath,
bird.
loud enough where at least... I'll go, continue.
Burb stares him directly in the I can turn you into a bird. Give me the stick.
If you turn me into a bird, these men will fire upon you.
Do you think I care?
Then I'll have a bird, Uncle.
They'll fire upon your friends as well.
Hmm.
Do
Yes,
you
I don't
think
know.
I care?
I don't-
He doesn't
Waters
care
of the
about
fort
that
will
either.
take down your
Do
entire
you think
crew.
I care?
You know, Uncle, I think it would be kind of amusing to see the last thing before I die be, you helpless as a pigeon. Kind of make everything right, if I do say so myself.
Also, oh man. I didn't establish this beforehand. But did Wiley bring his elephant trinket with him? I'll roll for it. Unless you wanna,
If you
tell
just say
me
you
I
would
did.
have brought it, that's fine. If you want to roll for it, have fun
I
with
likely
it, feel
would have
free.
brought it. All this was to set up. Like I'm not even gonna use it. This was just to set up me turning to Edward and go, well, I can think of another way we could probably handle this, Captain. And I pat on my like kind of coat jacket, assuming he'll know what I'm talking about.
What you're saying is you have a lot of junk in the trunk?
Yeah, I take out a little elephant trinket. I'm just playing with it a little bit. I put it back in my pocket.
What's that there?
Tempting. Tempting.
Burb sees the elephant trinket, starts slouching again, and immediately just starts trying to leave. She's like going out the
not
door.
yet, not yet.
Burb's like giving him an annoyed like roll of her eyes, like I just want to go get my stick.
Oh, are you talking to me?
I was curious what you were holding there.
The child's toy. Wiley holds on to it.
Make a deception roll.
Okay.
Very
Not
well.
bad.
Very sentimental crew you have.
Yes, we all have.
We all have our
Myself.
baby pictures, I suppose.
We all have our sentiments. See. We hold on to.
Fair. Well,
Farewell. We're leaving.
well you are, but first I'm going to need you to bring your crew to the fort.
Yeah, I guess so. We are going to need that. Do you happen to have any flares?
Perhaps.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You brought up how do you know you can trust us? How do we know we can trust you?
You don't.
It's such a good
You are letting us have the key.
don't
Burb-
really have
Burb-
any other option here, I guess.
By the way, Burb's left.
Did she just walk away? Did they let her walk
She
away?
walked away to go find the
Just let her get
stable.
the stick or whatever. It's not important.
She left to go find the stick. Well, they're threatening each other. She does not care. She just wants her stick.
Alright, well, the way I see it, my nephew here will stay here, while you, William, you go and get the rest of your crew.
The name's Wiley.
Sure, whatever.
Admiral Longbottom. He said, kind of with a sass in his voice, and I guess he starts walking off towards the gate to go get his crew. Or go get their crew. Not his crew, obviously, yeah, but...
I mean, yeah.
The crew he is part of.
And I suppose you and me have some potential catching up to do.
I guess. Me too. But he's still smiling as he says it, which makes him seem a lot more enthusiastic for it than he actually is.
Oh,
guess
some
we
family bonding time. Oh, that's so cute.
Mev, can you make me a dexterity roll?
I sure can.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? I'm so dexterous. I can't say the word, but I'm it.
Oh my god,
Look
yeah,
at that
you
roll.
are.
You see a bucket teeter above you. You dive out of the way. Avoiding any terrible occurrences.
Wow.
And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Man, that was
Beautiful.
one funny session.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't know why are poop jokes such good comedy.
I don't know, man. It's great.
They always are. They always are.
I just sort of, as a random, just sort of little... It was supposed to be just a little, like, flavor
You know what's
roleplay.
funny? I was gonna say, Mev.
With
What
the-
is latrine duty? That's what I was gonna say. I
we were
was
both
literally
on
about to make the same joke.
What is bucket
And
duty?
naturally, I was already going to have you lead that into the prison. So.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'll go with him. Oh, I'm so high and mighty.
And I love how, like, Wiley's trying to pull reverse psychology to get himself, like, bucket duty, but he didn't even really need to. He's just like, I know what, you think I'm not above, you think I think I'm above it? Even though it was kind of like,
You know what? Just to spite him, I'll go with him.
I'm surprised
great.
I didn't touch the stick. Then again, it is just a giant stick. So what reason would they really have to touch it?
Yeah, it's Shillelagh only like empowers any old stick.
Well, to be
right?
fair, when I dropped the stick, it was glowing. Well, was it since I wasn't holding it anymore?
I mean,
This
when
is
you
a
lose
good
your
question.
concentration, it's no longer glowing, so.
Then yeah, they shouldn't have seen it glowing. It was just a random stick I was holding on to.
Every witch has their stick. Broomstick, shillelagh stick.
I just want my stick, man.
Except for the one witch. She didn't have a stick.
She didn't have a stick, did she?
She should have had a stick.
She should have had a stick.
Maybe
Maybe
we
next
just didn't
time
see
I'll-
the stick.
Maybe
Wiley
next time I
actually
see
got
her, I'll get her
probably-
a stick.
I'm always memeing with Wiley, but Wiley probably got legitimately upset there in the end. Where, like, even though they're obviously family, like, this British soldier is gonna attack, or British admiral is gonna talk to his captain that way? No, not on Wiley's watch.
See, my family has my back.
I love how Birb was just threatening the captain without a care for what the other two people next to her were
Yeah, like we come to save Birb, and then Burb's like, shoot them. I don't care.
Well,
Shoot
the
us
thing
all.
is,
Kill us all.
Oh, you'll be a
Whatever.
bird. You'll be a bird.
Do it. You'll be a bird forever. It's really funny to think about because she can't turn people into
Hey,
birds.
You
She
played
was
on
just-
this man's fear of sorcery, so.
Yeah, she knows for a fact. She's like, well, if I threaten you to be a bird forever, then it sucks to be you, doesn't it? You'll be a bird. We'll be dead. There will be no way to change you back, would there?
Hey, if someone who is turned into a bird told me they could turn me into a bird, and I knew they did some sort of witchcraft or magic, I'd probably believe
I would've-
them.
I would.
Like,
believe them
hey,
too.
Ooh, we're good.
And-
I mean,
I
I
would-
summoned a bunch of birds. I turned into a bird.
Yeah, I'd believe you at this point. so.
I would believe if I could turn someone
Like I
into
didn't
a bird.
even deception check that or nothing. I was just like, Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think he'd believe it.
And I will say it makes me feel a little bit better that both Devin and Xylo had the idea for the bucket duty thing too. Because after I said it, I was like, did I just kind of power game our way like into the shelves a little bit? With the fact that like if I didn't, one of you would have done it also makes me feel a little bit better.
I was gonna speak up right when you said it too. What is this thing? Latrine duty? What is that?
I'm like, I just kind of forced that to be a thing by saying it. But knowing that you guys both had the same idea makes me feel less guilty about it.
Oh,
Good stuff. Lot could have gone.
we say a lot of
there.
things.
Lot could have
We
been
say a lot of
different.
things. Yeah. Oof.
I also love the fact that I tried to set up a poop trap.
And
So
they
you
did the
decide-
exact same
you set 2 back up on me, like that was my punishment for trying to do that at the DM. Oh, you want to try to set up true poop traps in my campaign? I'll give you poop traps. You get
This man
2.
knows where they keep the buckets.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, where do you get the
I love
poop
that we
for the second bucket? Never mind.
Oh. But I love that we still at the end still ended up getting Georgie.
We were getting Georgie.
Totally wrong, just 'cause it's fun.
Oh my god. I just
No,
want
take 'em,
that guy.
take 'em.
I
We
just want the
can't let you
latrine guy.
take a soldier of the British Navy.
We want to take
You want to
George.
take him? You can take a soldier of the British Navy.
Take him.
Sure, why not? Take him. Oh my god. Phew. Just can't wait to have that kind of conversation on the boat. Oh god.
So Wiley siding with the Navy. Cool.
Wiley got attached to a Navy soldier.
It's funny. It's funny that Wiley, as a person, has abstinently gone against the Pirate King more obstinately than he has the Navy.
He has this vendetta against, the Navy, but it's always everyone against the Navy who he lashes out against the most.
I like that. Yeah, I feel like he's very petty too.
Oh
He's,
my
like, very
god.
petty. So like, the Pirate King just rubbed him the wrong way.
I still want to know what happened to that dude in the blunderbuss that tried to shoot you in the back of that one tavern. Oh god.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Good stuff,
man, this
everybody.
chaotic session.
Aye.
Yep. Kayla, you want to finally speak up?
About what?
Oh no, Kayla.
Not Kaylee, Kayla.
I was like, what?
I heard Kaylee. I'll be honest.
Talking?
She seems distracted by her butterflies.
I guess so. Fair enough.
Stop staring at me!
She's so serene though. And calm.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, remember the moment when we were hiring new crew members, and every time someone mentioned that they worked with the Navy before,
Instant rejection.
the moment he sees Georgie, he's like, "This man."
I put an absolute Chad in
Ah,
front
this
of you.
man
Oh, but he's
works
with
with the Navy.
Never mind.
puts a guy who just likes to take out buckets of poop, and Wiley.
I love this
he-
guy.
He's gonna just be so eager to do every job on the ship. So
Good.
he's really in it for the work, sense of accomplishment.
He's an honest man.
Noble man.
Mm-hmm.
Simple and noble man.
He's developed strategies for bucket duty.
Oh, we got the soaking technique. You heard of this one? Oh, I love it. But yeah.
Good stuff. That's gonna be the end of the stream. We'll be back next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. EST for more Scurvy Seas. And I think the other shows are probably happening this week. No one said they aren't yet, so.
They're happening until they're not.
Mm-hmm. We got, of course, Tales of Olympus, Sunday, 4 p.m. EST. And we got a special surprise in the Avatar D&D episode on Monday, 8 p.m. EST. So you don't want to miss that one. And...
Also, I should claim credit for something.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Credit's the wrong word, but you'll see what I mean in a second. for those of you guys who do watch the Dyson Fire stuff on the YouTube channel, I apologize. It is 100% Mev's fault and not Mario's side or Xylo. I am the one who is like, since I'm not running a show, I've taken
You're still messing up?
responsibility. I have not been consistent at all.
This guy. I sent you everything you needed.
Yes.
You
Not
said you
only
had
for
it all
the
set
show,
up.
though, but it was like everything else. Like, I gotta like figure out how far I was behind on Avatar. Cause like I went to go do an Avatar one and then Mario's just like, well, actually there's one video that's already uploaded that I just never made live. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm confused about where we're at as far as streams and what's been uploaded. So I'm getting back on track, chat. And I for those of you guys who do watch them, I mean, if you're here, you're here. But if you watch the videos, you see this in the video. I apologize, and we'll hopefully be getting more back on a regular schedule.
Don't
where
worry.
the
By
shows
this
are going
time
out.
next week, everything is going to be out and on schedule. Mev's going to do it all right.
Mm-hmm.
100%, always.
It's power game, Mevin, to being efficient. Let's do it.
Yep.
It worked. It works.
Yeah, put me on blast. Now it's public. It's canon.
All right.
You wouldn't go against canon, would you?
Can't do that.
I can't. That's like going against the laws of nature.
Other than that, anyone got any plugs, anything to shout out? Any goodness going down?
I'm gonna stream
Yeah.
tomorrow, I think. I've been bad about streaming too. I've been bad about everything. Life is hard, chat. Let's not get into it. But yeah, I should be streaming again tomorrow. We've been playing classic World of Warcraft. Pixel Cowboy has actually gotten a World of Warcraft and has been playing World of Warcraft with me.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Nerd.
Along with my friend Kez as well. So we've been doing some classic World of Warcraft.
Cool, cool.
So- Come watch us play a 16-year-old game tomorrow.
Very nice.
The whole
think,
group has something big in 2
I'll
days.
probably
So
be,
keep an eye open.
yeah, true. There's going to be some announcements made on the Twitters about, some stuff from, well, 3 of us, not from Mev, but, well, you'll see. You'll see when you see. You know, you'll see.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm probably streaming Saturday. I don't know what I'm streaming yet, but I should stream.
Ugh.
Plus, I'm like busy tomorrow and can't stream, so I'll figure it out. It'll be a fun time. I expect to see you all there, or else.
Do I have to be there, Xylo?
Yep, or else you're on bucket duty.
Okay. Okay.
Bucket duty. Oh,
Sure.
God.
Be there, chat. or
Unless
you're
Georgie's
all-
coming for you.
Oh no, not Georgie. I don't want him doing the at me, you know.
It's really about the.
Oh no. Anything but that.
I love props.
Oh, God.
Improv is the best.
It is. Yep. So, that's that. All of you have a wonderful night, wonderful weekend, and a wonderful whatever you're doing. Farewell.
Everyone give the wrong salute.
Kaylee, you're not doing a salute.
No.
I guess that's in character.
Yeah.
Fair
Method
enough.
actor.
I don't
Good night,
salute.
everybody.
Good night.
Night.